Squirehood. Now, the preparation to be a holy and noble servant leader provided at Delone Catholic High School. Your squirehood starts at the Fall Open House and Scholarship Competition. Prepared to lead, prepared to serve, prepared for life.
Join our faith-centered community at Delone Catholic High School, a school that reinforces your family's Christian values. Our award-winning faculty and challenging extracurriculars promote development of the whole child so that each student graduates prepared to lead, prepared to serve, and prepared for life.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to JT Flaherty Field here in the campus of Delone Catholic High School. It is homecoming here at Delone, and DCBN will have all the pre-game action. 6:15, the teams will have to leave the field by that time because at 6:20, the homecoming court, King and Queen of Delone, will be presented. At 6:35 or around that time, the DCS band and we believe maybe some of the alumni will perform. In between all that, we will try and get a football game reported here tonight. I'm Tony Weaver, of course. George Nieder will be on my collar tonight. Mike Knoll back in the camera after a week off. Danny Smith is producing and directing all the action. And we got a new feature tonight. We got an on-field reporter, Maddie Four, who's going to be giving us some time on the field, and we're going to take it down to her right now.
Squires Volleyball Night. October 4th is the Future Squires.
Thanks, guys. My name's Maddie Four, and I am so excited to be welcomed to Squire Country. We've got a lot going on here tonight. A big game, Squires, Irish, homecoming, alumni night, you name it, we've got it. And I've got you covered from the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Maddie. We're going to be going down to her quite a few times tonight, and we got Bill Smith down there on the field camera. Also Luke, our intern, down there helping out. George, the Squires are now 2-3, like we thought they would be. But last week against Littlestown, I think they saved their season.
Tony, we talked about that game last week. We had that earmarked. We knew it was going to be a stepping stone game for Delone Catholic. That's how you and I termed it. We knew for them to win the league, they had to go through Littlestown and come out with a victory, and they did that in a close game that we'll talk about later. But a terrific ball game coming out of Littlestown with a big win. Yeah,
they saved their points for district. Right now they're in 4th place in districts. The way that looks right now, in Annville Clarendon number 1, Trinity number 2, Camp Hill number 3, and Delone number 4. Delone could possibly go 6-4 and still make the playoffs this year. 7-3 and they're in. So if they take care of business tonight and the rest of the season, they'll be 7-3 and they'll make the district playoffs. Now they're probably going to finish in 2nd or 3rd. They have to finish 1 or 2 to get a home field advantage.
This is not the first time we've seen this scenario, Tony. Delone started 0-3 a couple years in a row and then ran the table to make districts. We're hoping and this coaching staff is hoping that that's what they're going to do again this year. They took a big step last week towards accomplishing that goal.
Yeah, they did. Just a couple notes here about Delone tonight. Toys for Tommy Toy Drive. The Toys for Tommy Toy Drive is kicking off tonight by accepting donations of new toys at our homecoming game to benefit the John Hopkins Snowflake Station, where parents of pediatric cancer patients can choose gifts for their children. New toys can be dropped off here tonight or in the box outside the main office during regular school hours. Toys for Tommy memorializes Delone's Tommy Ladani, who passed away in cancer. His memorial tree sits to our left over by Delone Avenue. We would also like to thank these founding members of the Squires Guild, Trummer Family Dentistry, Hanover Auto Team, and welcome UPMC as the newest member of the Squire Guild. Their support of the academic and extracurricular programs of Delone Catholic High School in pursuit of excellence. Other businesses interested in supporting our Squires can contact Matthew Thomas at mthomas@DeloneCatholic.org or visit DeloneCatholic.org Squires Guild or scan the QR code that's on the screen. If you're interested in helping with DCBM, we need volunteers. We'd like to cover more games, other activities, but we need volunteers to make live streams happen. We are especially in need of commentary for our upcoming senior nights taking place during the first 2 weeks of October for field hockey, boys soccer, girls soccer, and volleyball. If you are interested, please reach out to Mr. Smith at wsmith@DeloneCatholic.org. Or for more information to sign up, go to him. The upcoming live streams are field hockey on the 4th, boys soccer on the 5th, girls soccer on the 11th, and volleyball on the 12th. We will be back here for the football and band night on the 13th with Froggy 107.7 going to be here from 5 to 7 that evening, and we'll be here for that. So, George, getting back to what's going to happen here tonight, some of the stuff we say now we're probably going to have to repeat, as probably got some late people coming in. But last week, the last week was almost a microcosm of what happened against the first 3 teams. But last week, Delone's defense came up big when they had to.
No question, Tony. It was a bend, but don't break defense all night for Delone, as Littlestown racked up a lot of yards going up and down the field. But when they got inside that 15 and 10-yard line, the Delone defense stood tall, and Littlestown came away with a total of 6 points. They hurt themselves, Tony. They had 1 TD called back for a man downfield. They had another TD called back for holding. They missed 2 field goals. Delone capitalized on that, played pretty much error-free football for most of the night, and made big defensive plays when they had to.
Yeah, Delone only had 2 drives. We were at the game. They had a 92-yard and an 88-yard drive. Other than that, they didn't move the ball that well between the 20s. But, they did when they had to. They got their first touchdown, and they got their last touchdown in between Littlestown's score.
One of the big keys to that, Tony, was Littlestown came out at the second half and recovered an onside kick. That pretty much dictated field position for most of the entire third quarter. Coach Zortman couldn't really open up his playbook. He played it conservative. He was counting on his defense to play good football, and they capitalized on that later on in the game.
Let's talk about York Catholic just a little bit. Let's touch on York Catholic here. They're 1-4, a little down this year, but you know what, George? Look who they lost to. They lost to Lancaster Catholic, Camp Hill, York Suburban, and the Berm.
Tony, all good, tough teams.
Yeah,
all good.
Now
teams.
they beat York Tech 19-14, but they've had some injuries. They had some people that quit their team. And they're out here to fight tonight. This is not going to be a cakewalk.
There won't be, Tony. They are down a little bit. That doesn't mean they're not dangerous. There's a difference. They've only got 28 players, I think, dressed. Numbers are down a little bit. Looking over their roster, they have 7 seniors. That's a small number for the football team itself. But it doesn't mean they're not hungry, and it doesn't mean they're not dangerous.
We're going to, Maddie's down there in the field, and we're going to go down to her once again here, and we're going to ask her what the field positions are. We're going to ask her what the field conditions are down there and try to get, if it's slippy, it don't look like it's raining here, but it did rain quite a few, yesterday, and this morning it was bad. How's the field conditions down there, Maddie? She'll be on in a second.
On and off rain. That doesn't scare us. We're definitely starting to feel the fall football weather here at Delone. A little muggy, on and off rain, but that doesn't scare the Squires. And field conditions are, actually, not as damp as I thought, a little bit. But like I said, doesn't scare the Squires. We are in for a great matchup, and no matter what Mother Nature wants to do tonight.
Okay, thanks, Maddie. And I walked across the field. It was a little dewy when I walked across it, but we haven't had any noticeable rain here since we got here.
A little dewy, Tony, but it didn't seem to be soft, and I don't think it's going to affect the game, the outcome of the game, as long as the rain stays away, and it's supposed to. Okay.
Really, we played 3 games here. There's been junior high games here in the field. There's been a JV game here in the field, and this field looks great.
It does.
And the one game we know it poured down raining because we were here doing it, and whoever takes, this field looks great. It almost looks like a turf field out there.
Tony, getting back to York Catholic, it looks like number 11, Even Kimple, is going to step in at quarterback. He was alternating with Mason Boyer. We understand that Mason's not on the roster anymore. Even Kimple is a junior, 5'10", 170, and we look for him to take the majority of the snaps tonight.
Yeah, and just a side note to that, Kipple's going to move the quarterback, but he's also the leading rusher, rushing for 57 yards a game.
That tells me he's not going to be afraid to pull it down and run.
No, and I think Coach Zortman is aware of that. The second leading rusher on this team is Kanye Murray, and I'm sure they're going to, rely on those two guys.
Tony, the leading receivers for York Catholic look to be, I believe, because we had a limited amount of film to watch, number 13, Campbell Mitchells, and number 14, John Watson, look to be the leading receivers.
Watson's also their field goal kicker, and he was banging them from 30 yards out there when I was watching here in pregame. So we're getting ready for the guys to leave the field, and actually the homecoming court's starting to gather. And Danny, correct me if I'm wrong, we're going to give it to the PA announcer for that. We're going to go to the PA announcer so you'll find out who the king and queen are here. And, maybe, just maybe, we might have the queen on at halftime.
Possibly. Well, we've got a field reporter down there. Maybe.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be able to get the queen on at halftime for us. And we'll go over most of this stuff again. York Catholic's in their white with their green trim and green numbers. And for once, I think we can actually see the numbers out there.
Tony, getting back to that Littlestown game last week, Gage Zimmerman, 16 carries, 57 yards. Brady Dittenberg, 15 carries, 76 yards. They got the majority of the carries. Those two individuals make this offensive run. But the offensive line produced when it had to and executed well enough against the tough Littlestown defense. A big fourth quarter 38 run by Braden Smith, Tony, at the critical time in the game allowed us to change field position and go in for the go-ahead score.
Well, that's the big thing. Even if we didn't score on that drive, which we did, because the 3 plays after his, it looked like Littlestown was shocked a little bit. After the 38-yard run, Delone had 3 plays and they're in the end zone. And even like you said, if they didn't score, the field position flipped at that time. And the first time it flipped since the onside kick to start the second half, which really got Delone behind the 8 ball.
Well, we got to give that offensive line a little bit of love, Tony. Davenport was playing in place of Giraffa. Sebastian Fielding was in there. Dominic Giraffa at one guard. Dominic Marino at center. J.D. Zig at the right tackle. We got to give those guys some love because when we needed it, they executed and they pushed that offense forward.
And J.D. Zig, we might as well just blow his horn a little bit here. He had a heck of a game defensively from his defense. I mean, they moved him outside even, I thought, away from tackle out the defensive end. We noticed that, and the containment became a lot better.
Yeah, and at times he lined up inside to stuff the run. Dominic Giraffa was all over the field. I think he had 13 or 14 tackles. He had a big game for the Squires. Dettenberg supports from the secondary, from his free safety position. They simply made big plays when they had to.
Yeah, they forget his first name. Popoff, the quarterback for Littlestown, had a decent game, 8 for 23. But really, when they started putting a little bit of pressure on him, because he threw some great deep balls early in the game that could have been caught, and Delone was great coverage, but still he put the ball right where it had to be.
Well, Littlestown rushed for 250 yards, but again, Delone got tough when they had to. Okay?
So we're getting the homecoming balloons and gateway arch, I guess you call it, are out there. The people are gathering over in that sideline to come across the field here. We're almost ready to start the homecoming court march here, I guess, for what do you call it, a parade, or what do you call it, homecoming court, the presentation of it.
Yeah, Tony, but let's do a shout out to this coaching staff, taking this team from 0-3 to get them to, where they are right now. We talk about Corey Zortman as the head coach, but Brian Arntz, Andy Kell, Mark Leonard, Seth Leonard, Steve McMaster, Dave Stahl, Barry Zortman, Colby Zortman, doing a really good job getting the team back on track where they had to be, picking them up, and they're on target to achieve all their goals.
It was great seeing the defense not break down there at the end of the game. Littlestown was knocking on the door. They didn't get in. We stopped them. Delone stopped them. And we turned the ball over, and they got another crack at doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And might as well talk about it here before we get the homecoming thing. The turnover ratio is -4 for Delone. They got to clean that up. They can't keep giving the ball away like it. And
you and I discussed 2 things, Tony. They got to clean that up. They got to be on the more positive side of that. Okay. And the other thing they need to do eventually, I don't know if it's going to happen tonight. Maybe tonight we'll start it, but I think they've got to kickstart their passing game a little bit. Although they may not need it tonight, they're going to need it down the road against tough competition if they have any aspirations to move into district playoffs. That passing game's got to come on and start to develop itself.
Yeah, 13 for 27 for 210 yards, 4 TDs, and 3 picks. That's all we have on offense throwing the ball. we rush for, over 200 yards a game. So.
Yep. That's our calling card, and we don't want to move away from it, but we still have to be able to throw the ball when we need to.
Yep, you got to be successful. So as soon as they're ready down there, we will send it back to Danny and send it over to the PA announcer and step away here for a minute. We'll come back on before the band starts, and then we'll talk a little bit, then the band will play. We'll let that go, and then we'll come back on.
But a big night with homecoming here, Tony. A lot of things going on. There was a tour through the school at 5:30. Several booths down there in front of the gymnasium. Alumni coming back. We look for a big crowd here on the Delone side, and hopefully the weather cooperates. This is always one of the key events of the fall season.
It's not only the classes that have their 5 and 10 year and so on reunion here. It's almost all the classes are back tonight for this game, and it was very well publicized. And Delone already has a nice crowd here on their side, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm not expecting York Catholic to bring a slew of people, but you know what? Talking to the York Catholic coach Hayek before the game, this is their rival game. I mean, he remembers back, way back to the Central Penn Catholic League and stuff like that, where Delone played. Other than Hanover, this is the most played rivalry that we have. Mm-hmm. So.
A lot of history in this contest.
And, York Catholic's been a thorn in the Delone side, and we've been a thorn on their side in basketball, and football for years, and wrestling, going back to when we were in school, the Joe Borsett, Jimmy Smith's battles and stuff like that. I know I'm dating myself here, but. So we're getting ready as the Delone court is over there in front of the visiting bleachers right now. So once the PA guy takes over, we will certainly throw it to him so everybody knows who the king and queen are here.
I look for a very active student body section here tonight, Tony. I think the kids are fired up. It's been Spirit Week all week.
And again, we'd like to welcome Maddie Ford as our sideline reporter. I mean, she'll be coming on later on, and
yes, welcome aboard, Maddie. Glad to have you.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, she just wanted to help out, and she has some experience at East Stroudsburg, so
adds another dimension to this production.
And believe me, if it wouldn't be for Danny learning how to work her in and everything, we got people that know how to do tech.
Pretty soon we'll have a formal directors meeting. We should. Delone golf team with a big win?
Yeah, Delone. Oh, yeah. Let's give the golf some prop. They won the league, and they came in third in the whole league championship. But in Division III, they won that.
They won that
the last day.
Came in for the 5th golfer, bringing his scorecard in. He shoots a personal best, and I believe Delone nudges York Catholic by 3 strokes.
And actually, I think I don't have the paper with me. I think 3 guys, Cat and two of the male golfers, made states, qualified for states, and the first alternates from Delone also.
So another big year for the men, or for the golf team at Delone.
Yeah, the golf team.
The golf team, yes. And we congratulate them on an excellent year and wish them luck for the ones that are moving on to states.
All right, we should be going down to the field here shortly for the PA announcer takeover. Looks like they're getting ready to start. It's almost 20 after. So bear with us. George and I will be back. Danny, go ahead and send it down to the PA announcer and cut us.
Welcome, alumni, parents, and friends to Homecoming 2023. We are grateful that you could join us for this time-honored tradition. Thank you to all our volunteers and sponsors who made tonight's festivities possible, including Scott and Company Jewelers in New Oxford for providing the crown for Miss Delone. Delone Catholic is happy to present the 2023 Homecoming Court. Miss Freshman Mary Catherine Groves, escorted by her parents Austin and Jessica Groves. Mary Catherine's activities this year include soccer and dance. Miss Sophomore Kaylee Zortman, escorted by her parents, Corey Zortman, and Josh and Steph Alman. Kaylee's activities this year include Squire Ambassadors, Student Athlete Advisory Club, softball, volleyball, football team manager, and Interact Club. Miss Junior Josie Schuschler, escorted by her parents, Michael and Phyllis Schuschler. Josie's activities this year include cross country, track, basketball, National English Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Honor Society, National Honor Society, Interact Club, and Student Council. Miss Senior Ava Speakman, escorted by her parents, Paul and Stephanie Speakman. Ava's activities this year include cross-country team captain, National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, and Interact Club. Miss Senior Sophia Wareheim, escorted by her parents, Andy and Michelle Wareheim. Sophia's activities this year include National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, Math Honor Society, French Honor Society, Interact Club, and cheerleading. Miss Senior Catherine Keller, escorted by her parents, Scott and Jody Keller. Catherine's activities this year include golf, softball, National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and Student Council. Miss Senior Sophia Scamardella, escorted by her parents, Benny and Carmela Scamardella. Sophia's activities this year include cheerleading, Interact Club, Art Club, National Honor Society, and Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society. Miss Senior Brielle Bachman, escorted by her parents, Gregory and Linda Bachman. Brielle's activities this year include tennis, basketball, National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, Interact Club, and Student Council. Mr. Senior Aiden Whitmer, escorted by his parents, Eric and Christy Whitmer. Aiden's activities this year include baseball, basketball, National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, Interact Club, and Student Council.
Mr. Senior Dominic Giraffa, escorted by his parents, Chad and Kim Giraffa. Dominic's activities this year include football, wrestling, track, student council, and National Honor Society. Mr. Senior Brady Dettenburn, escorted by his parents Robert and Tanya Dettenburn. Brady's activities this year include football, baseball, basketball, National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, and Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society. Mr. Senior Colby Knoll, escorted by his parents, Kevin and Crystal Knoll. Colby's activities this year include football, wrestling, National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, Rho Kappa Social Studies Honor Society, Peer Ministry, Kairos Core Team, and Interact Club. Mr. Senior Adam Lawrence, escorted by his parents Andrew and Lori Lawrence. Adam's activities this year include cross country, tennis, National English Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, Kairos Core Team, Interact Club, and Student Council. Please help us welcome home Mr. Delone 2022, Kevin Yao, and Miss Delone 2022, Juliana Primrose. And now, Delone Catholic is proud to announce Mr. Delone 2023, Brady Dettenburn. And Miss Delone 2023, Catherine Keller.
Good job, ladies.
Congratulations to our 2023 homecoming court. Let's go Squires.
Congratulations to Brady Dettenburn and Kat Keller, the king and queen of Delone.
And the entire homecoming court.
Yeah, and the entire homecoming court. Good job. Brady, of course, has to go get ready to play in the game. Our band's going to be coming on there right to our right now. They're going to be coming on the field here shortly, and we will stand down for their performance tonight. George, getting back to York Catholic here, they only scored 45 points in the year, and they have given up 198.
Well, I think there's a couple of reasons for that, Tony. One, let's talk about the competition they played. You hit on it earlier. Tough teams, Lancaster Catholic, Camp Hill, York Suburban, Bermudian. No easy ones there, that's for sure.
No.
Thin numbers from a roster standpoint.
Very thin, yeah.
Only 7 seniors on the roster, and quite frankly, Tony, this is not a deep team this year for York Catholic. It could be a tough year for them.
And conversely, Delone has scored 105 points and given up 138. But you know what? 42 of them are against Trinity. So
yeah.
The other games, they were in the Greencastle game, they were in the Lancaster Catholic game. They took care of York Tech, and they squeaked by Littlestown last week. So
we talked to the coaching staff this week, you and I both. And there were times where we executed very, very well last week from a offensive line blocking assignment standpoint, but still mistakes being made with people not knowing what to do on certain plays. In spite of those mistakes, we're still moving the ball very, very well. This coaching staff's working hard to clean some of that up.
Yeah, you know, Delone backs make a lot of yardage after the initial hit, I think, just by watching the games. And Delone defense, I can't say they never miss tackles because we all see it, but when couple of these kids hit you, they don't miss tackles, you know, and I think that's a big reason why Delone finds the success they find. Because they, you know, going back to the Trinity game, which we were at, it was 20-12, Delone driving and lost the ball on a turnover.
Right.
No, I'm not saying they're going to stop that Messiah Meekins from Trinity. I'm not, you know, I've been around football long enough to know when I see somebody elite, but
you're right, Tony. There were 2, maybe 3 opportunities to score touchdowns for
when
Delone.
It was 20-12.
Right, and maybe they don't win the game, but it's much closer than it appears. Delone's moving in the right direction, Tony. This offensive line starting to fire on all cylinders. Getting Gino Giraffa back tonight, who was on concussion protocol last week, is going to go big. I look for this offensive line to continue to get better and better each week.
Yeah, let's give some shout-outs here, George. Marty Clonk listening down in Virginia. Hope you're feeling better, Marty. Jim Conrad. Hope to see them in a couple weeks when they honor my brother here at Saved with the Hubcaps coming in to play. By the way, if you want tickets to that, you can contact the Fair Company, $40 to see the Hubcaps for 3 hours. You know, this rival game here with York Catholic, like I said, other than Hanover, which in the COVID year we had a miss because we made the playoffs and had been going on since the 30s, just like the Hanover series.
Goes back a long way, Tony. York Catholic is a rival of Delone in many sports, one of which is football. Of rich tradition, rich history. There's no question.
Well, they were in the old Catholic League, and then when Delone finally came back to the York County League, they met up with York Catholic again, and we've been in the same division now for a lot of years. So I talked to the Coach Hayek before the game, and Matt Sense and a couple of the assistant coaches, and they're really looking forward to this night as our band takes the field here. And once they start playing, we will get off the air and give them their due here tonight as long as we can.
And we can see the captains of both teams down in the far corner of the field with the coaching staffs, and they're having the toss of the coin.
Yeah, and I asked Coach Zortman if he was going to take the ball or defer, and he didn't know.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know yet.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that's the first time I got that answer from him. Usually he's very definitive, I'm taking the ball or I'm kicking. Also, George, how about Buzz Clonk up there in New York?
In New Jersey?
Probably in New Jersey listening in. All the alumni, you know, if you know me or George's cell number, go ahead and text us. We'll try to get you guys on the air too. Thanks. My sister's probably listening in Florida. I'm sure, George, you got family members listening also. A lot of people tuning in tonight just to see the homecoming festivities here.
High School Marching Band.
And we're now going to get off the air for the
23 Field Show, Fire. We open with Jay Bocook's Red Hot Latin classic, Aztec Fire. Next, the Reverent Hymn Tune, Nettleton, arranged by Johnny Vinson, represents the fire of the Holy Spirit. This familiar hymn highlights Annie Wolford on trumpet and Lawrence Durkash on alto sax. We conclude our incendiary 2023 field show with the intense Alarm, composed by Randall Standridge. 2023 instructional staff include Director Brian Yealy, Assistant Director Lynn Yealy, Drill and Wind Assistants Jennifer Yealy and Joseph Mummer, Percussion Instructors Joshua Viscoso and Gabriela Tuminello, and Drill Designer and Visual Consultant Eric Von Sass. 2023 student officers include Drum Major Annalise Wolford, Equipment Managers Lawrence Durkash, William Frizzell, Andrew Kay, Timothy Martz, and Matthew Alvarez, Uniform Managers Monica Martz and Genevieve Ricucci, and Section Leaders Lawrence Durkash and William Frizzell. And now sit back and enjoy the 2023 Delone Catholic High School Marching Band performing Fire.
And welcome back here to JT Flaherty Field. 15 minutes before kickoff. Tony Weaver, George Nieder, Mike Knoll, Danny Smith, Bill Smith, and our sidelined. Hello, I'm good. Our sideline reporter Matty Four, who'll be with us later in the broadcast here. George, let's just for the people that didn't hear, Delone comes into this game 2-3. York Catholic 1-4. York Catholic has lost to Lancaster Catholic, Camp Hill, Suburban, and Berm, so they haven't softened up their schedule any.
No, Tony, they played some really good, tough competition, and we reiterated this earlier, Tony. We talked about it. Tough competition, thin numbers on their roster, only 28 players, 7 of them being seniors, a little bit thin from their normal numbers, okay, but that doesn't mean they're not dangerous, okay?
Yeah, they played York Tech last week, 19-14. Now, since then, they've had some roster changes. They had some people get off the team and had to make some position changes, talking to their coach before the game. They think they're ready for tonight. So, and this is a rival game. Anything can happen.
Well, Delone's coming off a big game last week, Tony, Littlestown.
Yeah, the Littlestown game, if you did, we sort of went over that when we first came on the air. Maybe you didn't hear us. Delone's defense came up big inside the 10 3 times last week to keep Littlestown out of the end zone for a 14-6 and actually save their season to make them go to 2-3.
Well, we talked about it. If they want to win this league title, it was going through Littlestown. They had to go to Littlestown and come away with the win. That's what they were able to do with a bend but don't break defense that really got tough inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, right now they're 4th in district points also. Annville-Cleona is number 1, Trinity's number 2, Camp Hill is number 3, and Delone's number 4. That's going to change as the year goes on because Camp Hill and Trinity and Annville-Cleona both have very tough games left.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this is all going to shake out. You try to project things, but sometimes you have some surprises, some upsets. We'll see how things go.
Yeah, anything can happen. Delone keeps winning. They're going to make the playoffs. I think 6-4 gets them in. I think 7-3 might get them a home game.
Yep. Tony, in that Littlestown game, that's the offensive firepower. Gage Zimmerman, 16 carries, 57 yards. Brady Dittenberg, 15 carries, 76 yards. And then a big fourth quarter run, 38-yard run by Braden Smith, a critical time in the game that changed field position and set up the go-ahead score.
Yeah, it was only 7-6 when he did that, but as George said, the second half started with an onside kick by Littlestown, and the whole second half, the whole third quarter, and most of the fourth quarter was played on the Delone side of the field, and the Delone had backed up. And then after Delone made it 14-6, Littlestown did a nice job driving down the field, but again stalled inside the 10.
Yep, and kudos to Delone's drives, Tony. 92 yards and 86 yards, I believe they were, respectively.
Yeah.
A thing of beauty. And as we often talk about, Tony, it's extremely difficult to do that and not self-destruct, not have a penalty, not have a turnover. They were able to do that and stick the ball in the end zone twice.
Yeah, and both drives were double-digit, like 10, 12 plays. And when I was a defensive coordinator, either here at Delone or at Hanover, where I coached, I always went by the 8-play rule. If I can get them to do 8 plays, something's going to happen. They're going to jump off sides. They're going to be a penalty. Something's going to happen to disrupt. But it didn't. Delone, played spotless ball in those 2 drives.
Well, Dominic Marino and J.D. Zieg played big on the defensive line. Dominic Giraffa, number 54 from his linebacker position, had 12 or 13 tackles. And Brady Dittenberg supported real strong. He supported the run from his free safety position.
And they're getting ready to come out here in the field. There's 10 minutes before. Here comes York Catholic right now. And Delone's not yet at their door of the shack, but York Catholic's coming out of the what we call the Shep Gym here.
But, Tony, just so we're clear, all the goals for Delone are still in front of them.
Yeah, everything that they can get the league
title,
they can go to districts. They can win the district title. But
yeah.
The thing about it is Trinity stands in the way somewhere there. They might get them in the first round or the second round. But Trinity has a big game tonight with Big Springs. They already have 2 losses. They have to play Camp Hill yet, and they also have to play Steel High.
You and I have a lot of fun looking ahead, but this coaching staff's not looking ahead.
No.
They're looking at this game here tonight. They know this is the biggest game on the schedule as we stand here right now tonight. Coming off an emotional win last week, they want to make sure these kids are ready to go.
Right. They got Biggerville next week. Then 2 weeks we'll be back here at JT Flaherty Field. Well, some of us will be back here. I don't think you for the berm. And that's always a great game also. I think Mike Knoll will be back here on camera. Mike might move over. Mike actually move over to do the color in that game.
Well, he's versatile. He can do a lot of things, Tony.
Here comes the Squires out in the field. They're black with white, gold trim with white numbers. York Catholic wearing their white gold helmets. Both teams have gold helmets tonight. The keys to victory for Delone, George. What do you have?
Tony, this is what I came up with for this game. Number one, they've got to forget about that Littlestown game. It was big, it was great, it was huge. They won it, but they got to forget about it. They got to treat this game as the most important game on the schedule. In other words, they got to be focused and let that game go. They got to concentrate. Number two, they got to continue to improve the running game, clean up the missed assignments, okay, and eliminate penalties. And number three, it may not be needed tonight, but they need to start developing the passing game. They're going to need it. They may not need it tonight, we'll see, but they're going to need that passing game going down the road as they face tougher competition. And I think tonight, I'm going to look for Coach Zortman and try to get some passing in and hopefully refine that passing game.
Yeah, Coach always likes to get a touchdown maybe before he starts doing stuff like that. So we'll have to see if we didn't see the cost of the coin down there, so we don't know who's going to get the ball right off the bat here. Let's go over the starting lineup here for York Catholic. Number 6, Sean Melhorn will be one of the running backs. Number 8, Jackson Yingling will be the other running back. Evan Kipple is going to be their quarterback, number 11. Number 13, Campbell Milch will be a wide receiver. And John Watson, 14, will be another wide receiver. On the line, we got Logan Shamir, number 50. Jacob McKnight, Reed Sinclair, John Tavares, Jack Renault, number 61, and number 70, Amiri Rivera Spencer. They'll be starting offensively for York Catholic, and most of them will probably go both ways.
Yeah. Tony, Delone defense, we're going to look for number 15, Levi Hohenstein at one defensive end. The tackles will be manned by J.D. Zig and Dominic Marino. Gino Giraffa is back in the lineup at the other defensive end. I look for Braden Smith, Dominic Giraffa, Braden Clayball, and Zach Staub at the linebackers.
Yeah, the defensive secondary is going to have Gage Zimmerman, Brady Dettenburn from his free safety spot, and Logan Ford the other side. Moving Zach Staub up at outside linebacker seemed to help a little bit last week, too, as he did a nice job.
Yes, he did.
From where he played there.
Offensively, Tony, I'm looking for this offensive line to continue to improve, to continue to get better, clean up missed assignments. Sebastian Fielding is about to tackle. Dominic Giraffa, 54, mans one guard spot. Dominic Marino at center. Gino Giraffa is in at guard. J.D. Zig at tackle.
Okay, quarterback Denver Ostrom is going to start. Split ends Logan Ford, number 9. Tight ends Levi Holtenstein Jr. Running backs, of course, same as always been. Brady at fullback, Gage Zimmerman at running back, and Braden Smith, who had that great run last week, a 38-yard scamper, is the other running back. And we're getting ready for the national anthem. We'll, of course, go down. We'll stop for that. And then alma mater.
And now for your Delone Catholic Squires. At quarterback, number 3, Denver Ostrom. At running back, number
7, Gage Zimmerman.
Again, thank you to everybody
At wide receiver,
tonight.
number 8, Christopher Cole. At running back, number 15, Levi Hohenstein. At running back, number 20, Brady Dettenburn. At running back, number 22, Braden Smith. At offensive tackle, number 51, Sebastian Fielding. At offensive guard, number 54, Dominic Giraffa.
Refs are getting ready to get the captain's out there in the middle of the field. And it is a little hazy here.
It's like a little fog moving in, Tony.
At center, number 74, Dominic Marino. And at guard, number
Great crowd here on the Delone side, and actually more than I thought for on the York Catholic side.
Tony, we should point out that number 14, Connor Bauerline's out of action tonight. He sustained a leg or knee injury last week.
On a punt play, yeah.
We don't know how severe it is. We're hoping he gets back to action real soon.
Now we're going to have the national anthem. We will, the prayer, the national anthem, and the alma mater.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Direct, O Lord, all our actions by your holy inspiration, and carry them on by your gracious assistance, so that every word and work of ours may always begin in you, and through you be happily ended. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Please remain standing, and gentlemen, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem and alma mater by Elizabeth Smith and the Squire Marching Band.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so far at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the rampant were so gallantly streaming, ever longing to hear the bells bursting in air, gave proof through the night that are still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's a mist, huh?
I'm going to move the camera down here to the 2010-ish.
We're back here at JT Flaherty Field. Captain's meeting at the center of the field. Number 71 is Bill Gilman. Number 11, of course, is Evan Kipple. Number 9's out there, Bobby Gilbert. And number 14, John Watson. For Delone, it's number 5, Brady, or Denver Ostrom. Number 74, Marino. Number 54, Giraffe. And number 7, Zimmerman.
Tony, it looks like a little bit of mist of rain is falling right now.
Yeah, something's going on here. It's getting awful foggy and maybe a little bit of mist coming down.
Yeah.
Delone has won the toss, and they're going to take the ball. So Delone's going to be going west to east up near the school, and York Catholic will be kicking off to the Moose end. For people that know the school's east, the Moose is west.
But they are our reference points, the school and the Moose.
So Delone will get the ball here to start this game. Orenfield camera down there. Bill Smith, I think he's going to keep it down there, even though with the mist coming in. I believe it is coming in a little bit. I feel a little bit of it.
A little bit. Well, Delone elected to get the ball. They want to get good field position. Let's go back to that point number 1, Tony. They got to forget about that Littlestown game. They got to be focused and ready to go. Are they mentally ready to play this game tonight? We'll find out quickly.
John Watson's going to kick it off from the middle of the field. We got Dettenburn and Zimmerman deep. Now, I bet they're watching for the onside kick this time.
Yep.
York Catholic with nothing to lose here. Actually, York Catholic's in the same double ace as Delone. Squib kick going to be picked up by Dettenburn, I believe. He breaks it up through the middle. He's out in the clear. It's only the kicker to catch him. Brady's over the 40 to the 30. 25 makes a cutback. Oh, and he's going to be knocked down about the 5-yard line. Brady Dettenburn with a great run. And I think we got a clip back here. They're going to call it. He was trying not to hit in the back, but there's a flag landing at the 39-yard line.
Well, he had Gage Zimmerman out in front of him blocking Tony. It looked like he was going to bust it, but you're right. It looks like it's going to be called back. And that's a spot foul, correct?
Yeah, they'll go 15 or whatever from there, and they'll take it back probably to the 49-yard line. But still be in York Catholic territory, but let's see what the flag is for. Get this call from the ref. It's probably something in the back. I think they were trying to stay away from it, and that's exactly what it is, blocking the back against the Squires. They'll mark it from the 39 back to the 49. Delone's in York Catholic territory, 1st and 10 for the Squires.
Well, Dettenberg got that ball, Tony, on the right side and cut up through the middle.
Well, he broke a tackle there early. And so here go the Squires from the 49-yard line. I formation. Give to Zimmerman. He's going to get maybe 7 before he's dragged down, maybe 6. Let's call it 2nd and 4.
Strong right side there, Tony, with a lot of blockers on that right side.
And we saw Delone run white at the Littlestown almost exclusively. Number 8 for the Squires bringing the play in. That's Christopher Cole.
Good pickup on 1st down, Tony, as we look at 2nd and 5.
Slot to the right this time. Tight end over here to the left. Give to Dettenburn. He's got the 1st down.
Good inside trap play, Tony. Got the block.
Not much more than that, though. Let's give him a 1st down to 39. 1st and 10 for the Squires at the 38-yard line. Looks like the mist is lightened up a bit out there, George.
Yep.
1st down for the Squires, 38-yard line. After a good kickoff return, double wing, double tight. Back to throw.
Wide open.
Has a man wide open down the field. It's Colt. Makes a move into the end zone. Is that Lowenstein? I believe it is. Oh, not Lowenstein, excuse me.
Levi Lowenstein, Tony.
Holtenstein, yeah, Levi. Caught that ball right off the line of scrimmage and was wide open and 38-yard touchdown pass.
Well, it didn't take long to see the pass, Tony. One of the points we talked about at the beginning of the game, Delone needs to open up that passing game and develop it. We thought we might see it early. We did. Hohenstein breaks off the line of scrimmage, wide open, ball's delivered, 6 points for Delone.
Cruz will try to keep it on the 7s here. It's a good snap. The ball's down. The kick is up. Wow, looks good. It is good. 7-0 Squires with 10:34 left here in the 1st quarter.
Coaching staff has to be happy with that, Tony.
Well, you know, if he's going to throw the ball, certainly double tight, double wing is not something you'd really expect if you were the defensive coordinator from the other team.
Everybody was expecting maybe a quick hitter up the middle or maybe sweep to this side. Gave a good hand fake, rolled to his right, found Lowenstein wide open and delivered a strike.
I think what happened is the play action fake held the linebacker and Lowenstein. Why I call him Lowenstein? I'm thinking the Orioles. Let me get his name right here before I really screw it up.
Hohenstein.
Hohenstein, yeah. So Cruz will kick off as we've seen all year from the far left hash.
That does a lot for Denver Ostrom's confidence, Tony. You were a quarterback. You make that good first throw like that for a touchdown.
Well, we don't really know what the field conditions are right now, but he guided that ball in there.
Yes, he did.
Back deep now for York Catholic's number 11, Evan Kipple. And let's see who the other one is on this side, George. I can't get that number. York Catholic employing a 6-3-2. Actually, Cruz went over to the other hash. Point of emphasis, the Squires have to do a better job covering kickoffs, too. Waiting for the ref to give him the okay. Talking to the officials here on our sideline. They point to us.
Attention coaching staff, the drone needs to be taken down. It is not allowed. The drone needs to be taken down.
Something needs to be taken down, Tony. What is it?
Something in the end zone has to be taken down. I'm not sure what has to be taken down unless they're talking about the on-field camera there. Oh, radio-controlled flying camera has to be taken down. Okay.
Thank you.
Not sure what that's all about.
Well, there's a drone or something back there in the corner. Kick's going to come down to York Catholic at about the 15-yard line. Brings it up, and he's going to be dropped at the 29. We'll try to get you the number of the guy that returned. That was Kipple who returned that.
Kick returned by Evan Kipple.
Ball's going to be placed at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for York Catholic at that joint.
First down Irish at the 29-yard line.
Looks like Levi Davenport's in there at one defensive tackle there, Tony.
Double slot, double pro, double tight, single running back behind. Hand up the middle, and he's met right away. That looked like Dominic Marino, George, I think.
Jackson Yeager on the carry for the Irish. Brought down by Mason Leininger. No gain. 2nd and 12.
Second down, 12. Catholic back up. Going with the pistol set here again.
55. Mason Ridinger.
Ridinger made the tackle.
55.
Okay.
I couldn't get the number.
Kipple gets the ball. Another sweep handoff. Knocked out of bounds and slid out of bounds. Give him 3 yards. Going to be 3rd and 9.
Good support by Brady Dettenberg coming up from the free safety spot, Tony. Delone penetrated well but couldn't find the ball.
Yeah, actually, it looked like initially the York Catholic guy was going to make the corner.
Yeah. And
clock running 9:27, and it's 3rd and 10.
And that's kind of what we talked about earlier, the support from Dettenberg from his free safety standpoint. He's back there for a purpose, and that's support on the run.
Well, the York Catholic goes trips this way, singles the other way. Back to throw. Over the middle. Ball's caught. I believe it's caught, but it's not nearly enough for the first down. Up to about the 34-yard line. It's going to leave them about 5 yards short of the first down.
Good pass route, Tony, and a good ball delivered and a great catch with contact. He hung on to it.
Dettenberg back deep, and again, number 14 is going to do the kicking here. John Watson. Was a nice throw, but it was 6 yards short of the first down.
Yep.
Ball rolls back. Ball's still on the ground. Looks like Delone had it, but there is a flag over here. I'm not sure Delone or let's see what the flag's all about. It's not going to be enough for the first down anyway, but it might be.
It's going to be against York Catholic, I believe.
Doesn't matter who recovered the ball. Delone's going to get it right there if the flag was against York Catholic. And they're bringing Delone's ball in, so it must be against York Catholic. Yeah, illegal procedure against York Catholic. Delone's going to take over right about the 25-yard line, and we're not sure if they recovered the fumble or it's just there.
Yeah, it's immaterial, as you stated.
Like I say, it really doesn't matter. The ball's going to be there anyway. Ball in the 26-yard line. Denver Ostrom going into the game.
That ball just never got back to the punter, and he couldn't pick it up clean. And by that time, he had the defense on top of him. Delone comes out 1st and 10 on the 26.
Another double tight, wing.
Delone's in motion.
Delone moved that time, the ball, and we're going to stop it here.
I believe our left tackle lifted up, Tony.
Yep, it was pretty obvious. Going to be 2nd and 15 now. I'm looking for Bill down there in the field. I don't see him. He what?
So Delone moves to 1st and 15 on the penalty. Colby Knoll comes in, number 25, in the backfield.
Let's see what set that. Now we got the wing T set, heavy set to the right side. Quick pitch to Zimmerman.
They got the corner.
Got a little bit of room here. He makes it inside the 20, down to about the 16 before he's pushed out of bounds down there around the 16. I'm not sure if he has enough or not, if it's going to be second and very short or a first down. And I think they're going to call it second and about a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
You got the corner, Tony, because Delone got a good seal on the left side. Zimmerman broke one tackle, and as you said, came up a little bit.
Squires come out.
2nd and 1.
Pitch to Dettenburn. Dettenburn has a little bit of room outside, and he's going to run into the end zone untouched. 16 yards on a quick pitch to Dettenburn.
Well, right now, Delone having their way at the line of scrimmage, Tony, with good seal blocks. The only mistake they've made tonight was jumping off sides, having a motion penalty. Everything else, flawless execution.
A 16-yard run by Dettenburn makes it 13-0. And Cruz will again attempt to keep us on the 7s here.
Well, that's the 1-2 punch, Tony. Zimmerman and Dettenburg.
Snap's good. It kicks up. It looks good. Wow. He boomed that and threw. It's 14-0 Squires.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Tony, his leg looks to be getting stronger and stronger each week with his kicks.
Your Catholic 0.
$14-0 Delone as they come back up the field.
Well, as I said, Tony, Delone having their way at the line of scrimmage, doing what they want offensively, and on defense, a lot of strong penetration, Tony.
Yeah, that time they really, York Catholic got the pass. They went a single back in the backfield with four wide receivers, got the pass they wanted, but actually they threw it 6 yards short of the first down. So that makes it 14-0 Squires and Dettenburn 16-yard run.
Well,
Cruz will once again kick off here.
To Delone's credit, Tony, they were playing down and distance with the sticks on defense.
First prize $500, second prize $250.
Kipple's back, and it looks like number 5 or 6 over here for, let's call it Melhorn on this side, number 6. And Cruz will once again kick off 14-0 Delone. Again, it's going to come to Kipple at about the 15-yard line. Brings it up. Makes a nice move, gets outside. Oh, nice tackle out there, brought down at the 30-yard line. Let's see who, that's 55 again making that tackle, wouldn't it?
No. Coming this way, is that number 8? Chris Cole.
Okay, Chris Cole made that tackle.
Chris Cole with a good open field tackle on the kickoff.
First down Irish at the 30-yard line.
Well, here's where your Catholic needs to get something going, Tony. Delone jumped on them 14-0. They need to at least change field position, if nothing else, and get a few first downs and see if they can get a flow to their offense here. But right now, it really looks like Delone's defense is controlling that line of scrimmage and getting great penetration.
This time, York Catholic keeps it a little tighter with only one wide out. Actually, they got trips. They got a bunch set over there to the right. Motion across. Give back up the gut. Number 6 not going to get anywhere. Delone drops him for a 3-yard loss.
And Tony, Delone's got 5 men right up on the line of scrimmage coming hard, okay? And they're playing that run. They are really daring York Catholic to put that ball in the air.
Well, Catholic tried a little misdirection there, but it didn't fool Delone. They ran right back into their strength, and Delone was there. Evan Kipple gets the call from the sideline, and he's back in there. Shotgun formation. Again, we got a bunch to the right, wide out here to the bunch to the left, right out to the right. Kipple's going to throw. Got a little bit of room out there to throw and lobs it out. Just a little high for number 5.
Pass intended for Everett King.
Everett King couldn't bring it in.
3rd and
Not bad coverage by Delone, but that ball could have been complete. There's 3rd down and 12 for York Catholic.
Just went through his hands, Tony, a little bit high, delivered. Okay, but he had a man. He did a good job scrambling away from the pressure. 15 coming in on defense for Delone, Tony. Hohenstein's coming in at defensive end.
See what Delone does here on 3rd and 12. Ball at the 27-yard line.
55, Mason Riddinger is in there at middle linebacker, along with Giraffe at middle linebacker.
Ball back. It's under a little bit of pressure. He gets out of there. He's going to run with it, and he's going to be dropped right about the line of scrimmage. Give him a 2-yard pickup, but down he goes at the line of scrimmage.
Tony, really good coverage by Zach Staub, number 10. Okay, he looked like they wanted to throw it deep, and there was nothing home, nothing available.
Delone actually went to a 2-deep safety that time, a cover 2 across the field here. Clock running with 6:15 left here in the first quarter.
Single man back for Delone.
Watson in the punt.
Dettenburn back. Last time it was a bad snap. See if the snap improves this time.
Much better snap.
Much better snap. Nice punt.
Nice punt.
Dettenburn's underneath it. Fair catches it at the 35-yard line. That's where Delone's going to take over at their own 35.
Good job by the
1st and
defense.
10 Squires at the 35-yard line.
And if this rain cooperates, we'll have a on-field. If the rain cooperates, we'll have the on-field reporter back again. We can't take the camera down there the way it is. So I think it's actually almost stopped raining now. Squires comes up to the line of scrimmage.
That's
wide out to the right, double wing set. Back to throw. Ostrom has a little bit of time, throws it over the middle. And it's a little high, and Zimmerman couldn't bring it in, but it was a catchable ball.
It was a catchable ball, but pretty good coverage by York Catholic, Tony. He was reading his receivers.
Again, we rolled into the boundary, though. It was a short side. There was not a lot of room to run your patterns over there.
And Coach Zortman looking to throw on 1st down there, trying to catch York Catholic off guard, but to their credit, they defended that pretty well.
Yeah, Gage Robitelli in the game now for the Squires. Slot formation. Give up the middle to Zimmerman. He spins for maybe 7 before he's brought down. It's going to be 3rd down and maybe 4. Called a short 4 here.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Braden Clayball, 26, bringing the play in from the bench.
Ball at the 42-yard line, George.
Yeah, 3rd and 3, Tony. I look for a run play maybe this side to the left side. We'll see.
They've been pretty successful getting the ball around the corners. York Catholic up to the line of scrimmage.
Quick
Give
hit.
to Dettenburn.
He's met at the line of scrimmage.
Met to the line of scrimmage, and he just bowls his way for the 1st down up to the 47-yard line. What a run.
Yards after contact, Tony. I'd say 3.5 yards there after contact, picking up the 1st down.
Yeah, where he was hit, he didn't have the 1st down.
No,
he kept going.
He was hit at the line of scrimmage for sure.
Driving the legs, got the 1st down up to the Delone 48-yard line. 4:50 left here in the first quarter.
And we've been saying that for 2 years, Tony. Brady Dittenberg finishes off his runs tough.
And he's the king here at Delone now.
He's
the king. Squires in an I formation behind Denver Ostrom. Another. Now that's a nice throw.
That's a nice route. First of all, it starts with a good fake with protection in the backfield, a good route run, okay, by the receiver, and he delivered that ball right on the money.
Yeah, give him 7 yards on that pass, and it was a nice throw by Ostrom that time. He threw that with a little bit of confidence.
Yes, good. Chris Cole caught it with his hands, number 8, Tony. You like to see that, not letting that ball get into your body.
That's the way it's taught.
Had a little zip on that ball.
Yes, he did. Delone going heavy now. Pitch to Zimmerman. He sees a hole and cuts it back. He has the 1st down to the 35-yard line.
Tony, that's good running by Zimmerman because he didn't stretch it the whole way to the sideline. He saw the seam and cut up inside and picks up the 1st down.
They're going to mark it back at the 37 where he's knee hit. 1st and 10, a 10-yard run by Zimmerman. 3:39 left here in the first quarter. Delone comfortably ahead 14-0 and driving for the third time they had the ball.
Chris Cole back in the game, splits out wide to the right.
Another I formation behind Denver Ostrom. Give up the middle to Zimmerman and give him maybe 5 more.
A good hole off that right side, Tony, no question about it.
Every time they run the ball, we're saying 4 or 5 yards, which is a good sign.
But a good open field tackle from Evan Kimple from the secondary position. He was the last man to defend that play. He made a good open field tackle.
I believe now they're in 4-down territory for the Squires here.
No question about it. It's number 26, Braden Clayball, comes into the game.
Ostrom got the call. Wow, Delone very tight, double tight end. Dettenburn, he's going to have the first down, and he's still on his feet.
Just fails to go down, Tony. Very determined runner.
Takes it down to the 20-yard line. What a run. And York Catholic, I mean, they can't put any more up to the line of scrimmage. They have all their players up at the line of scrimmage now.
Well, here comes the lone out, Tony.
Squires out again, double tight end, I formation. Give to Zimmerman, he bounces it out, cuts it back inside the 10.
Doing some tough running on his own there, Tony.
Down to the 5, a 15-yard pickup for Zimmerman.
And Gage Zimmerman showing some good quickness with his feet. And this has to make Coach Zortman happy. The line is executing well and the backs are running hard. As the ball is on the 6-yard line, first down.
First and goal, Squires from the 6-yard line.
Another I formation back there. Give to Zimmerman again. He can't spin out of that tackle. Nice tackle out there. Let's get the number of that York Catholic. Number 5, it looked like.
Everett King's number 5, but I'm not sure who made that tackle. I couldn't get the number. But that was a good tackle on the outside there by the York Catholic defensive player, basically for no gain.
Ostrom got the call, comes back into the game. Power I formation now behind Ostrom. Give to Zimmerman. And he's going to be close. He's into the end zone on a 5-yard touchdown run by Gage Zimmerman.
Nothing but power football there, Tony, lining up in the power I and just bringing it at him. And Delone off that right side is controlling that line of scrimmage. They go up 20-0 with 1:06 left in the quarter.
20-0.
Having their way at the line of scrimmage.
Other scores? They went off the air before I got them. Delone will try to make it 21 here. Nothing, Gettysburg Ship. 7-7, Hanover in the berm. Ball's down, the kick's up. Looks good, it is good.
Good job handling that snap, just a little bit high, but brought it down and put it down nice.
Extra point is good.
7-0, Biggerville leads Tech. 0-0, Littlestown at Fairfield. No score from New Oxford yet. Red Line 7, Southwest 0. Trinity all over Big Springs 14-0. Delone Squires up here 21-0, 1:06 left in the first quarter. Delone showing offensive power, both throwing and running today.
We're going to break down the hurdle between the quarters.
Okay. Delone will kick off for the 4th time here.
Well, Keith Jackson had an old saying, Tony, you control that line of scrimmage with the big uglies, you got a good chance of winning. But make no mistake, I'm not calling those linemen ugly, okay?
Yeah, but they're doing a heck of a job opening holes, and, you know, Brady and Gage are breaking some tackles in there also, and Denver Ostrom has thrown 2 or 3 really nice passes so far.
He has. He's thrown the ball nice. He's had good protection. He's carrying out his fakes. We're running good routes. We're controlling the line of scrimmage. It's been all Delone so far, Tony. 21-0 with 1:06 left in the first quarter.
And we will send it down to the field here. Again, the kick's going to come to about the 15-yard line where Kipple has it. trying to get to the wide side, and this is like Groundhog Day. Again, they're going to start at the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
So that's where they'll take over at the 30-yard line with 1:01 left here in the first quarter. 21-0 Delone.
First down, York Catholic at the 30-yard line.
Kipple coming in here. He's been exclusively in that shotgun formation.
Well, he looks like their big gun, Tony. He looks like their best athlete. He's trying to make things happen, but he's got to get some help.
Bunch set over here to the right side this time. Fake, trying to get outside. He has a man, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. I'm not sure that's allowed in high school football.
Well, Tony, great coverage by Gage Zimmerman back here in the secondary. It looked like that was the man he was trying to get the ball to. He had no options, and he threw it away.
I guess they're going to say the one receiver was in the area, but there was no doubt in my mind he was throwing the ball away. So nice rush put on by the Delone front four. And the bunch set this time goes to the other side. Actually, yeah, the bunch is over to the left. Wide out over here to the right, number 13. That's Campbell Milch. Back throw. They give the ball to number 5. He finds a little bit of room. He's not going to have the first down. He's going to be a little short.
Well, Brady Dittenberg came up and put a good lick on him. Tony, sometimes you come through the offensive line so quickly, you run by the ball carrier, and I think that's what happened there with Delone. When they come across that quickly, sometimes you need to break down and find the ball, okay? They had great deep penetration, but they did not find the ball offensively. York Catholic's looking at 3rd and 2.
Everett King, York Catholic might be leaving the time run out here in the third quarter before they snap the ball. If so, we're going to be going down shortly to our field reporter, Maddie.
Maddie's down there somewhere in the crowd.
Well, she's out there about the 25-yard line. That's going to be the end of the first quarter, 21-0. Let's send it down below here. Maddie.
And at the end of the quarter
with your score, Delone Catholic 21, York Catholic 0.
Maddie Ford, what do you have for us, Maddie?
Again, are we on?
What an incredible performance by Delone so far. Brady Dittenberg had 2 touchdowns, and the Squires are up 21-0. It is only the first quarter. Can you believe that? We are definitely in for an incredible game, and if you're not here, we hope you're watching at home.
And what's the weather down there, Maddie? What do we got down there for weather? Is it raining?
Something Wicked is an alumni-owned and operated business. Come out to celebrate the spirit of a Squire and take part in one of the newest homecoming traditions. Also, the Delone Catholic alumni are invited to stop by the alumni.
And we're back up live here. We're having a little bit of trouble getting down there to Maddie now.
I think we lost our connection there, Tony, but hit back to the game here.
3rd and short for York Catholic. Run up the middle. And he's going to get right at the 40, but I don't believe he has the first down where the ref's marking the ball.
Tony, I like the call. He's their best athlete. He takes it, tries to get the first down, but I agree with you. I think he came up short.
And they're actually going to mark it a half a yard short. 4th down and 1. Looks like Catholic's going to go for it.
Yeah, that quarterback, even Kimple, he's a junior, 5'10", 170. He looks like he's a good athlete, Tony.
And my guess is if he's in the shotgun, he's going to do the exact same thing again.
Yep.
And he's back here.
Marino's over the center. I think, nope, he goes out into the center guard slot because they're in the shotgun formation.
He's going to try to get up the middle. It's going to be close, but I think where the ref's coming in here, they have it. Yep. They only have to get the nose of the football to the 40-yard line, and it is a first down for York Catholic, their first of the game.
Yep.
11:06 left here before halftime, 21-0 the Squires. First down, York Catholic, right at the 40-yard line.
Got just enough, Tony, to move those sticks.
Yeah, I thought he'd come left there. We were a little light on the left side here, but he decided to go right up the middle and got his yard. Same formation. Actually, we got 2 backs in the backfield now.
Yeah, number 9 is Bobby Gilbert, Tony.
Yeah, pistol with a sidecar. Back to throw. Looking downfield. Wow. Got a man out there. Oh, and they're going to throw a flag for some reason. I guess who they calling?
Flag on the play.
I don't understand that. It looked like number 9 was playing the ball the whole way, Tony.
Yeah, he almost intercepted the ball.
He turned and he found the ball. I don't know why they would call interference. He's just...
yeah, maybe it's offensive interference, but Delone's marking down here, and I'll tell you what.
He's entitled to the ball. He's entitled to play the ball, and that's what it looked like to me.
That looked like a good play from where we stand, but, you know, the refs are going to mark that off. Let's bring it back to the line of scrimmage, fellas, before we mark the penalty. They're going to give him 15 yards to the 45-yard line of the Squires.
And it is marked off correctly. But
why did they put it on this hash? They came way across and put it on this hash.
Well, at any rate.
Bunch formation to the right, wide out here to the left. Seem to find a formation they like now. Kipple's going to try to get around the side. He's going to be knocked down for a yard loss. That's a nice tackle out there. Let's see who got it. Number 9, Logan Ford.
Logan Ford with a good open field tackle, Tony. But you can see that even Kimple, number 11's got some good speed to the outside. He looks a bit elusive. We just saw his arm. Looks like a pretty good athlete.
York Catholic's going to take a timeout here. Do we have time to send it down, Danny, to get the field conditions here? Going to Maddie.
Well, here's a weather update. It's raining, it's not raining, it's cold, and then it's not cold. Right now it's kind of warm, but I still have all these jackets, you know, just in case. The grass is a little wet, but it doesn't seem to be giving the boys any trouble because look at that scoreboard. We're having a great time, and all that matters is that we're watching good old Delone football. Back to you guys.
Maddie. So it's not raining.
Bill, you can tell Maddie her hair looks great from here.
Second down and 11. York Catholic took a timeout there. That's their first of the half. They have 2 left. Yeah, it's obvious. If anything's going to happen with York Catholic's offense, it's going to go through number 11.
It is. He's a good athlete, Tony. He's got speed to the corner. He looks like he's an elusive runner. We saw a little bit of his arm. He threw that ball up, trying to give his receiver a chance to make a play. York Catholic was fortunate to get the interference call.
Yeah, we got I formation. Back to throw. He's under a little bit of pressure, throws it out, and the ball's dropped. Tried to set up a screen to the right side.
Looked like they had something there, Tony. Good job by bringing the defense to him, delivering the ball, but the ball was dropped. Looked like they had something there.
Yeah, Kipple's very good with these ball fakes.
Yep.
I've noticed that just a little bit of time he's had here. So it's going to be 3rd down and 11.
And he's just a junior, Tony. He's going to get better and better with more game experience. Let's see what Delone's defense dials up here, Tony. Let's see if they go after him. The first thing
they got trips here. The last time they ran this formation, they got over the middle.
And he will roll to the left. They've done that several times tonight.
Squires are coming. A lot of pressure. Nice throw. Oh, a little bit behind the receiver.
Yeah, we got some pressure in his face, Tony. You threw it to a spot and just threw it behind the receiver.
You know, 14 was breaking into the clear there. If he could have had a little time to throw the ball.
Yep.
They're going to punt it. Number 14, Watson's going to do the punting again.
Well, we said this before. So far, one of the big keys to this game has been the line of scrimmage. Delone has had their way.
Yeah, they did not disguise that blitz. Snap's a good snap. Nice punt. Dettenburn has it. Brings it back up the field. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. He's at the 25, the 30, 35. Oh, and going to be knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Takes a hit out of bounds, but to no avail, and he's up going back into the game. They're going to mark that ball right at the 40, I believe. Nice punt return by Dettenburn.
Well, he made the first guy miss, Tony. He broke that tackle, picked up a block over here on the sideline, and a good return out to the 40-yard line. Delone again with great field position, up 21-0.
9:45 left here before half. Double wing for the Squires, wide out to the left. There's a long pass down the field. Oh, almost intercepted by Keppel, and then almost caught by Levi.
Almost.
And he needed just a little more air under that ball.
Tony, number 5 for York Catholic, Everett King, a junior. He got into the backfield, and he got in our quarterback's face, Ostrom's face. Ostrom needed about 1 more second to set himself to make a better throw. He had to hurry that throw, and that's why it was underthrown.
Ostrom rolling, gets the ball out. It's caught. First down for the Squires. And Christopher Cole, another great grab by Cole. Nice route.
Well, Cole's a junior, Tony, 5'10", 175, ran a good route and a good delivery, and we thought we might see some of this tonight, Tony. We talked about how Delone needed to develop that passing game. I think we're seeing it tonight.
Yeah, they're getting a couple more receivers that we haven't called all year into the game also.
Yep.
Delone again, tight wing, double wing, tight wing over here to the right. Zimmerman behind the play. Give to Dettenburn. He finds a little bit of room, breaks free. First down.
Well, good block by Zimmerman on the outside. Dittenberg cuts up inside. Again, the first man makes contact, but Dittenberg doesn't go down on first contact. I wish we had stats on what his yards after contact are, Tony. He finishes off runs.
Yeah, he could hit right at the line of scrimmage and kept moving.
Yep.
Ended up with a 12-yard pickup. Ostrom has the call. And, you know, I think Coach is going to keep throwing as long as he has the running game going like that.
I really felt he was going to do that tonight, Tony. He realizes he's got to develop his passing game. It looks like that's what they're doing tonight.
Hand off to Zimmerman. Zimmerman has a couple. Let's give him 3 on that. 2nd down and 7.
Good job by York Catholic in there. Scene Melbourne, number 6. Or Sean Melbourne, excuse me.
Yeah, Tavares was in that tackle too, number 57. 2nd down and 7 for the Squires. 21-0. 8:05 left here in the first half. Another double tight set. Oh.
JD jumped off sides there.
That was gonna be a counter.
Yep. So it looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 11.
Yeah. It just looked like when he moved, he said, "Oh, now what am I going to do?"
Yeah.
2nd down, 11 for the Squires at the ball at the 39-yard line. Same set. Possibly the same play. Yes, it is. Zimmerman spins, gets back to where he was before, up to about the 36-yard line.
Good job in there by Everett King for York Catholic. He's a junior, 6 foot 195, made a good tackle.
71's a little dinged up out there for York Catholic, and that's
Bill Gilman, senior, 5'7", 270, one of the bigger linemen they have for York Catholic. Good to see him getting up. Looks like he's going to have to come off for a play.
Ball at the 36-yard line. Delone, I would think, in 4-down territory again here.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. No, they're getting ready to play. Okay, here we go.
Gage Robatelli comes in, Tony, wide receiver. He's a senior. He splits out wide to the left.
3rd and 8, I formation. We got a slot out there to the left, single receiver out here to the right. Oh, a throw back to Dettenburn. A lot of room over here. Cuts back in at the 25 to the 24. First down for the Squires.
Picked up a great block there, Tony, by J.D. Zig, allowing him to get those last 3 yards and pick up the first down. Set up beautifully with good faking, rolling to the left, throwing back to the right. Well-designed play for Delone Catholic.
I think Denver Ostrom's getting a little bit of confidence here in these throws also.
Looks like he's in a groove. He's in a flow. He's feeling comfortable.
Throwing the ball pretty hard. Give to Zimmerman. Oh, he makes a nice cut.
Zimmerman off the right side.
Tony.
You know, Gino tried to make the block but sort of got in Zimmerman's way, but without the block, he wasn't going to go anywhere anyway.
Yeah, but Gino got out there in front of the ball carrier, Tony. Pretty good job pulling and leading. That's
okay, now we got a guy down here for York Catholic again. Let's send it down to Maddie, see what she has. She's up with the crowd. She has them going.
She's in the student section. I guess you could tell.
That's Maddie in the student section down there. It looked like somebody took another time out.
Mr. Smith! Oh, the game is over. The game is over.
Big student section for the Squires down there tonight. All right, we'll bring it back up here now. How's the game getting ready to go? Ball inside the 18-yard line.
I think it's safe to say the student section's having a good time.
Yeah, they're having a good time tonight. Clock running, 6:20.
2nd and 4, Tony.
Zimmerman finds a little bit of room inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, we got to start calling out some of these offensive linemen. That time it was Dominic Giraffa pulling from his guard spot, getting downfield, making a good block, and Delone is just having their way with this line play.
They marked it back at the 5-yard line. I guess his knee hit at the 5-yard line. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. 21-0 Squires. I formation again. Delone staying without I tonight. Scissors to Zimmerman. He's going to be knocked down about the 1 or 2.
I look for more of the same here, Tony. 2nd and 5. It'll go 2nd and 2, I guess.
Number 11 for the Squires taking the play in. That's Gage Robitelli. Levi coming in also.
Well, they need looks like a long yard, doesn't it?
Well, it's inside the 3. Yeah, let's put it at the 1.5. You're probably right.
Nice tight line splits by the offensive line.
Denton Byrne. And you're not stopping him from a 1.5 yards. That's a touchdown. 27-0.
Well, another nice drive by Delone, Tony, mixing the pass in with the run. Line of scrimmage play. It's been all Delone tonight. What we've seen from York Catholic is even Kimpo is a really good athlete, but so far he just doesn't have enough help around him.
Yeah, you're right. He can make things happen, and but as long as that's the only one you got to look for.
Yeah, but they've got to get stronger. York Catholic's got to get stronger in the line of scrimmage.
Cruz's kick, I think it's good. It is good. 28-0. The Squires with 5:06 left here in the first half. Danny, let's go to other scores here. Bermudian 21-7 over Hanover. New Oxford 7-0 over Susquehannock. 7-7 Southwestern and Redline. And Trinity still leading Big Springs 14-0. Thanks, Danny.
Tony, Nolan Cruz is certainly get a workout tonight. Looks like that leg's a little stronger than we first saw it at the beginning of the year. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yeah. We would like to thank these following members of the Squires Guild, Trummer Family Dentistry, Hanover Auto Team, and the UPMC as the newest member of our Squires Guild. Their support of the academic and extracurricular programs at Delone Catholic High School in the pursuit of excellence. Other businesses interested can contact Matt Thomas at Delone at mthomas at DeloneCatholic.org or visit DeloneCatholic.org/Squires Guild. Thank you. And again, my guess is it's coming somewhere around the 15-yard line.
Yeah.
Going to try to go down to Maddie again at halftime. Maybe she'll have the king or the queen, actually the queen we can talk to. Danny, you want to get that down to him? Maybe they'll get the queen out there. There's the ball. It's coming. Oh, a little at the 20 this time. And he's going to be drugged down at about the 37-yard line. Nice return by Kipple. This is the best starting field position for York Catholic tonight. 4:58. They do get the ball coming out of the second half.
37-yard line.
Colby Knowles in the secondary right now, number 25.
Handoff up the middle.
Nothing there
Nothing
with
there.
J.D. Zig, I believe it is,
Yeah,
Tony.
J.D. Zig wraps up number 6.
And he's making a living staying in that backfield tonight.
Sean Melhorn and J.D. dropped him for a 2-yard loss, 2nd down and 12.
Mason Rittinger coming in at middle linebacker, number 55.
Getting some new numbers in here now for the Squires. Going to trips over here to the right side. Delone has to make a defensive adjustment. Kipple back to throw. Has a man across the middle. He's under a little bit of pressure now. Gets rid of the ball. That was a great job avoiding the sack there.
Yeah, his feet look real good, Tony. Looks like he has quick feet. He avoided the sack, just kind of underthrew it a little bit, but he was hurried in pressure. He's not having a lot of time back there, that's for sure.
Bermudian 28-7 over Hanover now. Big Springs has scored. It's 14-7 at Trinity. Everything else remained the same. 7-7 at Southwestern. New Oxford up 7-0 over Susquehanna. 4:13 left here. 3rd down and long for the Fighting Irish of York Catholic. Delone looks like they're going to play a little bit of coverage here. There's a run, and he's still on his feet. Going to get up there around the 39-yard line, but it's still going to leave him 7 yards short of the first down, bringing up a 4th down. It looks like the Fighting Irish is going to punt again.
Dettenberg will go back for the Squires, number 20.
And it's 4th and 9.
Logan Ford comes off.
And I don't see their punter in the game.
And Delone might want to call timeout here, Tony, because I don't Dettenberg's got to come.
Oh, they're the punter.
There
The punter dropped back.
There he is, 14. John Watson, the punter.
Yeah. Snap, a high snap. He gets it down. He booms that punt.
Nice punt.
Dettenberg makes the fair catch at about the 28-yard line.
Dominic Giraffa putting a lot of pressure on that punter, Tony.
Yeah, he took the.
We almost ran over that blocker back there. He did run over the blocker.
Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't almost. He ran over him.
Yeah, left the
3:22 left. And we'll see what's going to happen here at half. Danny, are we going down for the Queen or? Okay, all right. We're going to run a commercial here at halftime, and then we might have an interview with the Queen.
Delone out of the huddle quickly.
Squires up to the line of scrimmage. Wing T step behind Kipple, or behind Denver. Zimmerman, stiff arms. He's up at the 40, 45. Knocked out of bounds at about the 47-yard line.
Watson knocks him out for York Catholic, Tony, but a strong stiff arm by Zimmerman getting the corner, picking up a big gain. 1st down for the Squires.
3:11 left. Delone moving the ball at will here. Tight wing over to the left side. We give to Dettenburn. He finds a little bit of room. Again, he's going to give him 8 yards on that carry.
Got a good block inside by number 54.
Sounds like a Giraffe number.
Dominic Giraffe, Tony, broke an ankle tackle at the line of scrimmage. Picks up like about 7 yards on 1st down.
Tight wing over here to the right side this time. I formation. Give to Zimmerman. He has the 1st down. Tries to stay in bounds, but he's going to go out around the 30. See where they mark him. They're going to mark him at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Squires.
Good job by Everett King, number 5 there, Tony, clogging up that middle, taking on 2 blockers.
I'm just going to call a pass right now.
York
Catholic takes a timeout with 2:28 left here in the first half. 28-0 Delone.
Down towards the concession stand, Delone Catholic Athletic Association and Notre Dame Club of Gettysburg. Selling tickets, $5 donation.
A lot of guys going both ways for both teams. I think York Catholic just needed a timeout to regroup here.
Yep. 100. Drawing is Friday, October 13th.
Well, Tony, a couple things we talked about at the beginning of the game. Number one, would Delone be ready? Would they be focused? Okay, I think we've answered that. They were ready. They answered the bell. Number two, they had to work on their blocking assignments, clean that up. I think that has improved greatly. The coaches will look at that during the films this week and continue to work on that. And number three, we talked about, we thought we might see them work on the passing game to develop out a little bit more. I think we're seeing that tonight.
Yeah, we're seeing that tonight. Please read your screen there. The Delone Catholic Field Hockey Program is asking for your help to raise needed funds that will rebuild the program and provide valuable equipment to the players. Any donation is greatly appreciated. We thank you for your consideration and support. Squires in double tight, double wing. Quick pitch out here to Dettenburn. Finds a little bit of room up close to the 30-yard line. Let's see where they're going to roll him out of bounds here at about the, I guess the 32. Give him 6 yards on that carry.
Well, he had an escort in front of him, Tony, clearing the way. Picks up 7 yards, I believe.
Clock keeps running.
Give him 6 maybe.
4 at the 31-yard line.
Dominic Marino brings him out. He's the center.
I formation once again. Give to Zimmerman. He finds a little bit of room up over the 25. First down, Squires. 1:44, clock running. Clock going to run here when they set the chains. First and 10 for Delone.
And they start the clock as it ticks away with 1:40 to go.
York Catholic does get the ball on the way out here. Starts the second half. Boy, and this has become the Zimmerman and Dettenburn show. 5 more yards.
Yep.
Clock down to 1:17, clock running.
Picked up about 5 there, Tony, maybe 6.
Yeah, give him 6 on that. Inside the 20 at the 19.
Robitelli comes in. Number 11 splits out wide to the left. Zimmerman in the slot.
I formation.
Good protection.
Ostrom makes a nice move. Sets up, throws the ball complete. Is that zip? He's out of bounds, short of the first down, though. I think it's going to be 3rd and about 1.
Tony, you got to like the patience that he exhibited there. He didn't throw the ball up for grabs.
No, he did a nice job.
He kept looking for his receivers, kept his eyes downfield while he was avoiding the defenders. Delone comes up 3rd and 1.
2 timeouts left for the Squires if they need them. 38 seconds left. The ball sitting right about the 16-yard line. Squires will have it there. Single set behind the quarterback. Going to throw. He has a man out in the end zone. Nice throw. Holtenstein catches it again. Levi 16 yards out. That's 34-0.
Well, that's 2 for Levi tonight, Tony. A good protection, good ball fake. Ostrom's doing a nice job handling his fakes, carrying them out. Delivers a nice ball that Levi can run under and catch. Delone goes up 34-0 with 31 seconds to go.
If it stays, if he makes this, the second half, we'll start with a mercy roll. 31 seconds here.
Looks like York Catholic has their band here tonight. Going to perform at halftime.
Snaps down, the kick's up. Certainly looks good. It is good. 35-0 Delone.
Well, Nolan Krause is getting a workout kicking the ball tonight, Tony. As Delone goes up 35-0.
Welcome to my sister Chichi, who just signed on to DCBN.
Yeah, again, this York Catholic squad, Tony, few numbers this year. It looks like they only have 28 players on the roster, 7 seniors, and right now it's safe to say Tonight they're just overmatched.
They're overmatched, and
the kids are playing hard, but they're just overmatched, and Delone is doing what they want when they want to do it.
And they do, and you don't want to overlook what Evan Kipple's trying to do here, putting this team in his back single-handedly and trying to make things happen.
Yeah, he's a good athlete. There's no question about that.
I think we have Kat down there, Danny. Are we going to commercial first, or? Okay, does Bill know that we're going to commercial? Okay.
Kicks returned by Evan Kimple. Tony, no surprise there. Brings it back to about the 31-yard line.
Well, he's gotten all the kickoffs.
Yep.
24 seconds left. Let's see what York Catholic decides to do. They will get the ball on the way out here. Dominic Giraffa coming off the field. I think there's some new numbers out. Well, there's still a good supply of the starters out there.
Renzo Moki is in there at middle linebacker, number 53, I believe. Senior.
Handoff up the middle. Nice tackle. Was that 22? Smith made the tackle, and I think that's going to let the clock run out here in the first half.
Yeah, Braden Smith on that tackle, Tony.
We're going to go to commercial, then we'll be back with Kat Keller, who's the queen here at Delone. Score at halftime is 35 Delone, York Catholic nothing.
That's your half. What's your score? Delone Catholic 35.
And we'll be back shortly for the interview with Kat Keller.
From lining our fields and moving the chains, to manning the concessions and driving the trucks, judging our competition and broadcasting events, serving on the committees on the school board, the PTO and Athletic Association, Music Association, and more.
Our volunteers, thank you.
Squirehood. Now, the preparation to be a holy and noble servant leader provided at Delone Catholic High School. Your squirehood starts at the fall open house and scholarship competition. Prepared to lead, prepared to serve, prepared for life.
Join our faith-centered community at Delone Catholic High School, a school that reinforces your family's Christian values. Our award-winning faculty and challenging extracurriculars promote development of the whole child so that each student graduates prepared to lead, prepared to serve, and prepared for life.
We're going to send it down to the field to Maddie and her guest down there. Go ahead, take it away.
I'm here with Connor Bauerlein. Connor, you guys are up 35-0 at the half. Tell me, how is this season going for Delone?
We started off pretty rough with three tough losses in our first three games. They were all tough opponents. But now we're starting to get our acts together, start playing some good football against some really tough teams, and we're starting to play really good.
What do you anticipate the Squires are going to do the rest of the season?
I anticipate we're going to win the league. I mean, we got a few tough games coming up. One in Bermudian. That's probably the biggest one we're looking forward to so far. But once we get past that, I think we'll get some doors.
It's a great way to look at it. Yep. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Maddie. And send it over to Danny right now. Do we have the queen down there? Or? Go ahead. Well, take it right down there. I think they got her.
We're good. I'm here with Kat Keller. Kat, tell me, how is your school year going, and has anything exciting happened recently?
School year's been going pretty good, and I've actually had a pretty exciting week so far. So yesterday I qualified for districts for golf, and I placed third. And then today I won Homecoming Queen.
Homecoming Queen! And I heard your king is on the field tonight.
He is.
Who is it?
That's Brady Dettenburn.
Well, congratulations. Is there anything you'd like to say to the fans, Delone, anything?
Well,
like listen to the
I just
school?
feel very honored to have been on it. Oh, I was like, what? But yeah, so thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Maddie. And we're going to send it to Danny right now.
Thanks, everyone. Just give me a second. I apologize. We have a lot going on here tonight with the sideline reporter. That's something new for us. So let me give you some announcements. Can you readjust that camera so we can watch the band for me? Sorry, we're getting everybody involved in the act here. I'm going to try and get some things up on the screen. As you heard earlier, we have the Toys for Tommy toy drive tonight. So if tonight's the kickoff for that, school is going to be accepting donations for that till November 1st. If you're not able to come tonight and leave a toy, you certainly can make a donation through the school during regular school hours. They have a donation box. You're good. You're good. And that's okay, we have things on the screen. Sorry, I'm giving direction while I'm trying to read things. Also, you can go to the Instagram page that's at Toys for Tommy Laundry, where you can get information about that. You can reach out. I think they have contact information on there that you can make a monetary donation. I'm sure if you reach out to school, they can give you that information as well. We also want to make sure that we get the opportunity to thank our Squires Guild members. We have Trummer Family Dentistry, Hanover Auto Team, and UPMC. If you're interested in supporting our Squires, you can contact Matthew Thomas. His email address is on the screen, or use the QR code. For more information about the Squires Guild, go to DeloneCatholic.org/Squires Guild. As always, we need volunteers here for DCBN. We have some dates coming up. Let me see if I can get them on the screen. I do believe Mr. Thomas is going to be helping us out for Field Hockey Senior Night, but if you would like to join us for Field Hockey, we'd love that, to have someone join Mr. Thomas up here. But we are looking for volunteers for our boys soccer night, our girls soccer night, and girls volleyball to help us with commentary. So if you can join in with us to get these kids recognized for their senior night, it's very much appreciated. We will be back here for Varsity football on October 13th and the all-school mass on the 19th. Also, upcoming future Squire nights. 3 of them happen to be falling on senior nights. But volleyball, October 3rd, is our future Squire nights. Students kindergarten through 8th grade get free admission with paid adult. You can also check out Field Hockey Night, boys soccer and girls soccer, which are future Squire nights. And join us on October 13th for football, cheerleading, and band future Squire night. And Froggy 1077 will be on location from 5 to 7, so that should be a fun night. We also have our Squires program on sale. So if you're looking for a digital version this year, you can scan the QR code and that'll take you to where you can buy a digital version. We also have the paper version for $5. That'll give you some highlights and stats for our fall sports. We also want to make sure that we mention the girls field hockey fundraiser. Absolutely, if you're able, that QR code will take you to the donation. Anything, if you can give a couple dollars towards the field hockey program, that'll help rebuild the program, providing valuable equipment to our players. I believe that it's also going, if you go to that QR code, it'll take you into some other things they're looking at, camp or some another program that they want to utilize, but the ladies have been working really, really hard, and usually they do a mum sale, but they want to make sure this year with the rising cost of mums, they want to make sure your money is going where you intend it to, and that is directly to the young ladies who are working so hard. We're going to round out our homecoming events tomorrow with the class of 1998 25th reunion at the Ballroom on Broadway, 6 to 10 p.m. I hope you all have a great time. It's great to see the classes getting together. And the homecoming dance for the students. That'll be the wrap-up of their Spirit Week. Will be tomorrow night from 7 to 10. Want to also make sure we mention the open house coming up October 22nd from 1 to 3. Come in, tour the facility, talk to teachers, check out DCBN. We may be there doing a program. And if you're unable to come to the open house but you're interested in scheduling a private tour, you can scan the QR code and you can RSVP for the open house. Let me see, Mr. Rudolph, did you want to update us on anything? Did you want to jump on and update us on anything? No. You can grab a headset if you want. And Tony, can you give Mr. Rudolph a headset? He can help fill us in on what's going on.
Oh. There we go.
Oh. Yep, go ahead, you're on.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's a great night to be a Squire. 35-0 here at halftime, homecoming. It's always great to win at homecoming, and we're well on our way. Another half to play, of course. We have a super busy week coming up. We have some of our fall sports that are winding down in terms of preparing for senior nights and also county and district playoffs. It's a full slate ahead this week and the week after. I just want to highlight just a couple things. Number one, our girls tennis team just finished an undefeated regular season, so we're super proud of our tennis team. They will compete at the end of this week, Friday, Saturday, in the county, the York Adams County
that makes it really nice
tournament, and so we'll be looking forward to cheering them on as they prepare to compete there and then later on in the district play. Also, our volleyball team has a big week. They host Burm on Tuesday night. Our volleyball team, the Squirettes, are 10-2 and currently sit at second in the district in double-A volleyball. We had a big week beating undefeated York Suburban, who was number 1 in District 3 AAA. So that was a big week, and we also beat York Catholic last night. So volleyball is off to a great start as they'll start to work towards the end of their regular season as well in the next couple weeks. We have field hockey senior night this Wednesday night in the stadium, and DCBN will be broadcasting live. That will go off probably about 7:30. We have junior high football prior, so I would tune in at 7 to see what happens with the way the schedule works out, but field hockey will celebrate our seniors.
If we can get some volunteers to show up for junior high, I'm happy to go on the air, but I need people so they need to reach out if they want to help us get that on the air for junior high.
So there we have it. We can get 2 for 1 here on DCBN. And and I do want to also mention our boys soccer team is off to the best start in school history. They're at 8 wins currently. They still have a way to go, but very well and in good shape to make the district playoffs. And so we're very proud of our boys and girls soccer as well. So anyway, again, go to the website. You can get the full schedule for the next couple weeks, fall sports in full swing. And we just need your support here at home and as they go out and compete in the counties and district and later on in the state tournament as well. Our golfers, we've mentioned them a couple times here at halftime throughout the season. They just had the county tournament, and we have several golfers that qualified to go into districts, and that is Evan, Cam, and Kat, and then our whole team qualified as well. So super proud of Coach Chuck Minchek and our golf team too. So yeah, that's just a little bit about what's going on here in the midst of our fall season. And so I'm just glad to update you, and super successful fall, and we're just proud of our Squires and Squirettes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for giving us an update on our team. DCBN would love to be able to do more. We are still limited. We have to be here on the football field or in the gymnasium. But if we can get some volunteers to help us with commentary, but keep in mind, when we can't be here, the huddle, and you can get the link for that either on the DCBN athletic page or on the website, you can watch without commentary on the places where we have a huddle set up. So
right, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly right. DCBN, we're super blessed to have them. But we also need more volunteers, especially for some of the other sports, and so especially as senior nights come. Volleyball's in a couple weeks, and if we can get a commentator or two for volleyball, that could be an exciting night as well.
Mr. Weaver and Mr. Nieder help us out a lot with commentary, but unfortunately they can't be here for every game. And sometimes volleyball they do pretty good in, but both of them are like soccer. We muddle our way through, so it's great to be able to have people who have more experience in the soccer who can help supplement and teach us. So,
right, absolutely.
And the more we know, the better this process goes. We're super grateful for Maddie coming out tonight to help us with the sideline, and we have some students in here helping us. I mean, we are very blessed when it comes to people coming in, and we're teaching them and we're learning as we go. So, but more hands make for a lighter load, and the more help we get, the better this gets.
It's certainly a lot of work that you all put in, but it's also fun.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
To join this team, you'll have a good time as you learn maybe a new skill or apply your gifts and graces to this team. So it's a win-win.
And we by no means are professionals. We kind of learn as we go, but we love doing what we do, and we love being able to bring this to the community and help bring them here. Tonight we've had between 150 and 175 connections, which we are grateful for places like the Home Association, the Moose, the Knights of Columbus, who put our games up so that people there can watch if they can't be here. And we know that people at home, and there's people gathered around the TV, but we also know people are watching this later too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
And if you certainly if you're not able to reach out and help us by being here, you can reach out to Mr. Thomas in the school if you'd like to make a donation, whether it be to the field hockey team, whether it be to DCBN, whether it be to our athletic program or one of the other areas in need. Whether it's your time and talent or your monetary donation, it goes a long way to helping us grow as a community.
Yeah, the field hockey team right now is in the middle of a campaign through our advancements office. And so all of our social media channels and on the website, you can get a connection on how to support our field hockey.
I'm looking for that graphic. Oh, we have it there.
There we
the
go.
QR code. So if you want to donate to our field hockey team, they very much would appreciate it. It would help them grow. And I think we're going to hand it back over to the guys. They kind of look like they're ready for us.
All right.
So
Thanks again. Thank you, Ms. Smith.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Hello. And we're back here at the JT Flaherty Field here in the campus of Delone Catholic High School. 35-0. Both teams have returned to the field.
Eastern York 26, West York 0. Littletown 20.
Delone got 21 in the first, 14 in the second.
Spring Grove 35.
We just learned that Gage Zimmerman's over 100 yards. Brady Dittenberg's knocking on the door of 100 yards.
Well, Tony, it's a reflection of Delone having their way at the line of scrimmage, doing what they want to do, doing a good job tonight mixing in the pass. You can see the passing game coming along. The offensive line and defensive line for Delone, just too much for York Catholic. They're undermanned.
Delone's going to kick off here to start the second half. Let's go through some scores here. 3-0. Well, that's Bermudian Springs at Shippensburg. That's not even being played. Littlestown leading 20-0 at half. Trinity 21, Big Spring 7, Southwestern 7-7, New Oxford 7-0 over Hanover. Bermudian leads Hanover 35-7, and Bermudian Springs, actually that's supposed to be Gettysburg at Shippensburg. Gettysburg's leading 3-0. Take over.
Bob and Joan Miller are watching us from the south rim of Grand Canyon, Arizona. They said great job, and they love the sign line.
Wow, Bob and Joan Miller, the class of 6. Did you read this already?
No, I was just telling you.
We were watching the football game from the south rim of the Grand Canyon in Arizona. My wife Joan, class of 69, says the picture of the team sideline is much improved. Go Squires. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in.
Bob and Joan, great to hear from you. I'm glad you're enjoying the broadcast. I hope you're doing well and safe travels to you. So, a little over a minute before halftime is concluded with the activities here. York Catholic High School Band playing at halftime, putting on a nice show for a good crowd, a good homecoming crowd. And Delone has this game well in hand at 35-0. And we'll start this game with the Mercy Roll. Is that right, Tony?
Yeah, the Mercy Roll will start after the kickoff here, and the clock will not stop just for first downs and injuries. Pass incompletions, the clock will still run. So we'll have to see who Coach Dortmund puts in the game here to start the second half.
Well, you know, Tony, at this stage, 35-0, Delone in control, Mercy Roll running. I got to believe, you know, what you're hoping for at this point, you don't want to get any kids hurt. You know, that's a key here too. You know, so.
Thanks to Maddie Four for our sideline reports tonight. Doing really well. We're getting a lot of good reports from that.
Yeah, I don't know where she's located right now. Who knows where she's going to pop up next?
Shout out to Ray Couture listening down in Virginia.
Shout out to my brother Harry down in Catonsville, Maryland, listening in. Harry, I hope you're feeling better and doing well and enjoying the broadcast.
Got people listening down in Florida. We got people listening in Texas. We just south rim of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, how about it? Cyril Ackerman up in Gettysburg listening in, enjoys the broadcast. And to all our classmates, Tony, we enjoyed our 50th reunion this year. To all our classmates of the class of 1973 that might be listening in.
And the ball's going to, I guess they're going to call it out of bounds at the 11-yard line as it lays there. It looked like a little 9-iron punch shot there.
Yeah.
So York Catholic's going to get the ball at the 35-yard line to start this second half.
Yeah, good job by even Kimple letting that ball rest and go out of bounds. And York Catholic will get some of the better field position right here.
And it looks like the first team defense is still in there for the Squires to start the second half. And the clock's going to keep running here now, and they're going to bring it over here to the left hash. First and 10 for York Catholic. And I'm not sure York Catholic has that many more kids to put in over there, George. That bench's pretty thin over there.
It is pretty thin, Tony. They're low on numbers. We talked about it.
Bunch set here to the left. Handoff.
Got the corner.
Got the corner, got down the sideline. He's free. Not sure they're going to catch him. Zimmerman's going after him. He got him at the 10-yard line.
Melhorn around the left side.
Melhorn found a little bit of room over here into the boundary. Cut down the sideline to the 10-yard line.
Might have fell on that ball, Tony. He's a little bit shaken up, but a good run, a real good run by Sean Melhorn.
And here's where the mercy rule comes into effect. The clock's going to keep running now.
And Tony, he's a freshman, 5'7", 125, and he had good speed. But Gage Zimmerman ran him down from behind.
Yeah, let's give Zimmerman a little bit of credit there. They're going to mark the ball on the 11-yard line.
But good job, York Catholic sealing off that left side and taking that ball down the sideline. Best field position, obviously.
A little bit of misdirection in that play. Again, up the middle, nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Yeah, a host of Delone tacklers. J.D. Zig. Also Dominic Marino in on that tackle.
See where they mark it. Looks like they're going to mark it right about the 9-yard line. Give him a 2-yard gain there.
Yeah, I'm going to look for York Catholic to sprint out here, Tony. I think that's what they're going to try and do and use the athleticism of number 11, Evan Kimple, the quarterback.
Try to get something on the board here.
34 going out of the game. Murray for York Catholic.
Clock running. 10-15.
Works out of that shotgun, doesn't he? Trying to get him aligned a little bit.
Set these players where he wants to go, and looks like they're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion, Tony. You could see it. York Catholic backs didn't know where they were lining up, and it looked like they got a timeout from the sideline.
Matt Sense looks like he's the offensive coordinator there, and he's, and that's good. That's a good play by Kipple. They weren't where they were supposed to be, and he was trying to put them where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
No use wasting a play. Let's get a timeout here. And
ball's on the 9-yard line, Tony. They can get a first down on the 1.
And there's our on-field camera looking at some of the crowd down there.
Let's hear it for such a fantastic job by our Squire cheerleaders tonight.
Close up on the field. Here we go.
And our Squire marching band.
Now they're in the set they wanted.
Heavy set to the left, Tony.
Yeah, bunch over here to the left, wide out to the right. I'm not sure we're not going to get a slant in by the guy from the right there. We're going to try to run.
Yeah, it's nothing there.
He loses his footing way back here at the almost the 15-yard line. They're probably going to mark it at the 14-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down and 13 yards to go. Clock's going to keep running.
J.D. Zig out there on the edge, Tony. He held the edge and forced him back in. There wasn't anything there.
Third down. I'm sure they're in 4-down territory. They're not going to kick a field goal. 9:28 left.
Trips to the left side.
And we've seen this formation 2 or 3 times tonight, trying to look for something over the middle. Back to throw, a little bit of pressure, and he's going to be gobbled up at about the 21-yard line by 3 Squires. 75 in there.
Yeah, Gino Giraffa arrived first, but he was wrapped up by J.D. Zig in another Squire, Tony. Delone brought some heat from their linebacker position, and it looked like J.D. and Dominic arrived at the quarterback almost at the same time.
Let's see what happens here. And maybe they are going to try a field goal, George.
Brings up 4th and 20.
Looks like they're going to kick it from the 27, make it a 37-yard field goal.
Interesting call.
Well, just get something positive going.
Yep.
Snaps back.
Good snap.
Kicks up. It might have enough distance. It looks like it hits the post.
The kick is no good.
From 37 yards out, he hits the crossbar.
Hit the crossbar. Wow, good snap and a good kick. Just came up a little bit short.
Delone should get this ball at the 20-yard line, unlike last week. The clock will start when Delone gets the ball again, and it looks like we're going to keep the first team in there right now, at least for one drive. The clock does start here. The ref motioned it to go. Delone JVs play Middletown here Monday night. Comes Zimmerman. Zimmerman up to 25, 26, 29 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Zimmerman on the carry.
Let's see how many he got.
Average 10, knocked him out of bounds.
Looks like he got about 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Squires right up to the ball. Give to Dettenburn. He's got a first down. Yeah. Up over to about the 36-yard line.
Delone just clearing the way, Tony, moving the sticks, picking up the first down. Much of the same what we saw in the first quarter and second quarter.
Wing T set now. Tight wing over here to the right. Dettenburn again. At least I think that's Dettenburn.
Just about a yard short, Tony. Half a yard short of the first down, picked up 9 yards. Good blocking, good hard running.
He's awful low to the ground. It's tough to get under him. Ball at the 45-yard line, another 9-yard pickup.
At the 45-yard line.
Logan Ford coming into the game. Ostrom gets the play from the sideline.
This might be the last hurrah for the first team.
Yeah, I believe it would be, unless you're going to run the second team backfield with the first offensive line.
Dettenburn again. Big hole, 50, 45. Don't know if you're going to catch him. Oh, and he's knocked down at about the 11-yard line.
Well, great job by Even Kipple not giving up on the play for York Catholic, number 11. He ran Dettenburn down, Tony.
45-yard sprint there by Dettenburn. That's going to put him over 102 with Zimmerman.
Yeah, 2 100-yard-plus runners tonight. Ostrom bringing the play in. Good blocking by the offensive line.
Ball sitting right on the 14-yard line. Zimmerman looking to get up the middle, and he's going to get maybe down to the 12-yard line.
Good job by York Catholic stringing
that out.
Stringing that play out, Tony. And we've got a player down for York Catholic.
That's going to stop the clock here with 5:28 left in the third quarter. 35-0 Squires. Squires again driving. York Catholic down. I'm looking down in the field there. I don't know where. Do we still have our on-field camera down there? I don't know, George. I can't see him.
I don't know, Tony. But we talked about, Gage Zimmerman running the ball hard. We talked about Brady Dettenberg running the ball hard. But let's give some love to those offensive linemen, Tony. Sebastian Fielding, Dominic Giraffa, Dominic Marino, Gino Giraffa, J.D. Zig. They're opening up some big holes. Hohenstein's in there. Logan Ford's in there at the tight end, doing a good job. This offensive line's doing a great job here tonight.
Yeah, they are.
And that's one of the goals, for them to get crisper, get sharper, know their assignments, and work as a unit with good timing.
And after the long run by York Catholic, the Delone defensive line did a great job in stuffing from the 11-yard line.
Yes, they did.
But like I said, I think this is the last hurrah for the first team, and if Delone can get something going here. Clock going to start here again. 5:25 left here in the third quarter. Delone up 35-0. This game was never in doubt from the opening kickoff. Dettenburn behind. Inside counter, Zimmerman. He's going to be down to about the 9-yard line.
Pretty good interior defense there.
No, they don't get it here. You're going to kick a field goal.
You know, Tony, I would, and I'll tell you why. Because just to give our field goal kicker, this is just my opinion, give our field goal kicker experience kicking a field goal, because down the road you may need that play to win a ball game.
Exactly. He might do it here. He ran enough time off the clock, I think, that he's going to feel confident putting the next kids in. Although JV's got a big game against Middletown here on Monday night. Middletown has scheduled that game.
There's the quick pitch, and he's got people out in front of him.
He's going to get the first down, and he goes into the end zone from 9 yards out. Zimmerman, a 9-yard touchdown run here at 4:22 of the third quarter.
Well, York Catholic just not quick enough to get out there on that corner, Tony, and Zimmerman just outran the defense to the corner for a touchdown. So I guess that makes the field goal mute.
41-0. Yeah, he'll get to kick an extra point here, and I guess it's going to be Cruz going to kick it. Yes, it is. Cruz going to do the kick here.
He's got plenty of leg.
It's good. It's 42-0. And we'll try to check some out-of-town scores here for you. 42-0 with 4:22 left. Going to the out-of-town scores, Gettysburg 6-0. New Oxford still 7-0. Bermudian 35-7 over Hanover. Littlestown 33-0 over Fairfield. Trinity 28-7. And Southwestern has taken a 10-7 lead over Redline at halftime.
Well, Southwestern and Redline have a good one going on, and looks like Trinity's starting to separate themselves from Big Springs.
Yep. And Trinity has 2 more tough games left before the end of the year. They have 2 losses. Delone will certainly get some points, in the districts. You got to wait till the kick.
Okay. Clock will continue to run once the kickoff starts here.
Does Danny, does Bill want it down there at all anymore? Okay. Again, Kipple's out to the 25-yard line.
Brought down by Smith and Ford.
And looks like some other people going in for the Delone defense now.
Tony, Nate Smith getting down there in a hurry along with Logan Ford. They met at the ball carrier. Good coverage by the Squires on the kickoff, something we wanted to see doing a little bit better job of.
Irish at the 24-yard line.
First down Delone.
Ethan Little's in there at defensive tackle. He's a senior.
Hand off again to number 6. He finds a little bit more room along that side again. Knocked out of bounds. Gain of about 6 yards.
Tony, number 6, Sean Melhorn. He's a freshman, 5'7", 125. Looks like he's got some good speed.
Yeah, he has a little bit of Getty up going. He's the one that ran the long.
Yep. So I got to believe they're going to build this program around him and Kimple, the quarterback, who's just a junior. And you'll be hearing more from those 2 people.
3:16 left here. Again,
Melhorn.
Melhorn. He's got the first down for Littlestown, for York Catholic. That's only their third of the game.
He looks like he's got good instincts running the ball, Tony.
Yeah, he dipped in that time.
He dipped in, there was nothing out there, and he broke it
went around the right side.
Broke it outside. Chase Martin coming out. He was in there at defensive tackle, sophomore. Caden Hicks is in there, the linebacker.
Yeah, we got some other people in there now. Hand up off the middle.
Yeah, good job there by number 8.
Murray on the carry.
We've had him on offense a few times, number 8 for the Squires.
Chris Cole making a good
Cole
play.
makes a nice play.
Holds the edge and makes the tackle. Nice play.
77 for the Squires going in. That's Zeke Vandergriff.
Jamie Aquino, Tony, number 50, defensive end. He's a sophomore. He's in there, number 50.
We'll try to get you all these numbers as they come in and out of the game here for the Squires.
Robitelli's out there in the secondary on the corner, left side.
Pitch to Melhorn. Finds a little bit of room.
Yeah, he runs. I like him, Tony. He's a runner. He looks good running the ball.
Brought down by Gage Robitelli.
Robitelli makes a tackle.
He's got some good instincts.
First down, Irish.
Clock running.
Well, they say, Tony, keep feeding me.
Yeah, feed me, feed me.
Yeah, that's one bright spot for your Catholic here tonight.
That's number 5, I think. Down the sideline. A couple missed tackles there. Finally a tackle.
It's Melhorn.
Oh, that is Melhorn again. I thought it was number 5.
Both guards pulling out. Tony leading interference, getting around the corner.
Hicks and Ridinger.
And Melhorn with another good pickup, Tony.
For the Squires, another first down.
York Catholic right back up to the line of scrimmage. There's only 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. 42-0 Squires. And my guess is they're going to hand it right back to him. And they do. Oh, no, quarterback's going to keep it this time. Coming around the end, and he slides down for
Kipple on the keeper.
Pick up a maybe 2. That's going to be the end of the third quarter with the score. The Squires 42. Littlestown or York Catholic nothing.
Moki's in there, Tony, at linebacker. He's a senior, 5'10", 180. A lot of second teamers in there. Vandergriff's in there at tackle, 77. He's a sophomore, 6'1", 230.
Yeah, they're mostly the second team in there right now.
Yeah, they're going to have to get the edge. The first thing you've got to do on defense is hold that edge and contain. And this defense, this second team, needs to do a little bit better job holding the edge.
So right now, start the fourth quarter here. York Catholic takes over at their Squire 33-yard line. They're down 42-0.
Yeah, it's been all Squires here tonight, Tony. Total domination. York Catholic just outmanned.
Do they have something for us down there, Danny?
But I like what I'm seeing from this York Catholic team, Tony. They're playing hard, down 42-0, and they're running their offense, and they're having some success. And I like this Melhorn running the ball. Just a freshman.
He's in there now. Give to Melhorn again. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds.
Around the left side for the Irish.
What, you want us to send it down? And they got something for us down there. Go ahead, Bill. Okay, wait to the timeout. Okay. Third down 7. Clock running.
Harris around that left side picked up 3 yards.
I think, that Delone's challenging this second team here to try to make a stop.
Yep. He's going to throw.
Back to throw. Throws it down the field. Nice defense there by number 25, Knoll.
Good defense, Tony, but he might have put his hand on his hip, and I think that's what he's going to call. Now, I don't have the advantage, nor do you, of instant replay, but I thought I saw him get his hand on his hip when he reached around, and I think that's what they might call. But I like the effort. I thought it was a really good defensive play. Just, I think he's going to get called for a little bit of hand on the hip.
Okay.
You buying that?
No.
Well, I think that's what the official.
His hand might have been his hip, but
I think that's what
he didn't hook the back.
No, I know. I didn't say he did.
He didn't hinder the offensive player at all.
Yeah, it comes down to advantage, disadvantage. Was there an advantage gained? And what you're saying is no.
No, he made a nice play in the ball. But
yeah.
Be that as it may, they have the ball at the 20-yard line. Clock running, 10:30 left here. Right back to Melhorn going around that side. Squires come up and meet him that time and knock him out of bounds right about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't know. That might have been Caden Hicks, number 6, I think.
It's way over on that side. We really don't have a good vantage point, but they're going to give him a yard on that. Clock's probably going to be inside 10 minutes by the time they run this next play.
2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Feeds it into the middle.
That was a heck of a run because he was hit at the line of scrimmage a couple times, spun off, got good yardage out of it. Up at New Oxford, it's 14-0 now, New Oxford. 7 minutes left in that game.
Yeah, Melhorn's got good instincts, Tony. He sees the field when he runs.
Yeah, and like I said, he's only a freshman.
Only a freshman, and he's not real big. I have him at 125 pounds, but he's
Wow.
quick.
I think he's a little bigger than that.
He looks bigger than that.
Looks bigger than that, unless them pads just bulk him up something.
Yeah.
9:14 left here. That was a nice run. He got 7 yards out of that. It's 3rd and 3, and they're going to give it to him again coming around the other side.
Why not? He might be in for a touchdown
Cuts
here.
it back. He's dropped. Ooh. Fell a little weird that time. Hope he's okay.
He's getting back up.
He got back up, cut it back in there, and it looked like his feet got caught underneath him there when they tackled him.
Chase Martin coming in, Tony.
There we go, Chase Martin into the game.
Defensive tackles, number 59. And I like what Coach Zortman's doing, Tony. He's playing this out with his second team.
Yeah, I doubt, He gave the first team the first drive, and then that was it.
Yep.
And this is what he was talking about. He don't like it when the mercy, because you don't get the plays now. The mercy roll is going to. Melhorn's drugged down. Nice tackle there, 77. Who do we got there?
Vandergrift, tackle, number 77, just a sophomore, 6'1", 230. Shot through that hole, made a good tackle.
And we're under 8 minutes here.
I think they've had success getting this.
We actually got a field shot now of the Delone student section.
Getting Melhorn wide here, Tony, might be the play for your Catholic. We'll see what they do. Oh, they'll.
Ready to go here.
Well, he's lined up about 9 yards deep. And they
going to pitch it wide to Melhorn.
The old Southern Cal toss sweep.
Oh, and he's knocked down, but he's into the end zone.
Tony, looked like the old Southern Cal toss sweep, didn't it?
Everybody going, the student body.
He was nine yards deep. Good drive by York Catholic. Good character drive. They were down 42-0. They're playing hard. They take the ball down, they score.
Melhorn with a 4-yard run. And now number 14, Watson will try to make it. Snap's good, the kick's up. It's blocked. Delone blocks it, the ball's dead right there. 14-6, it's gonna stay.
And we got the Delone drum section performing in front of the student body right now.
42-6. So Delone will get a kickoff here for the first time since the opening drive. Delone will go to 3-3, 3-0 in YAIA Division III play.
Next weekend, Tony, they're in.
Next weekend, they're in Biglerville to take on the Canners of Biglerville. And 2 weeks, we're back here at JT Flaherty Field as they take on Bermudian Springs in a big game.
That's a big game, Tony. Bermudian is coming on and playing good football. That's going to be a big game with a big crowd.
It's also Froggy 107.7 night. They'll be here from 5 to 7.
Watson in the kick for York Catholic.
And let's see who we have back deep for Delone. Can't really see the numbers yet.
Yeah, I can't either. It's approaching the ball. Watch for the onside kick. But he kicks it deep.
Nice kick.
It's number 6, breaks it up over the 60. Is that Caden Hicks? Who is that? Yeah, Caden Hicks.
Caden Hicks, Tony, he's a junior, 6'2", 175. He took that ball right up the middle and cut to the outside with a good return.
Return up to the 43-yard line of York Catholic, and we're going to get wholesale changes here for Delone's offense. Zach Staub is going to be the quarterback.
At the 43-yard line.
Let's see who else we got in
Carson
here.
Bowerline coming in at wide receiver, a sophomore, 5'11", 160. He's number 4.
See who the backs are. We'll try to pick up the numbers here as we go. Squires up the line, clock running. Number 17.
Number 17. Ryan Smulian, sophomore, 5'11", 170. Number 17. Number 13 going in, Cody Zortman. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 160.
They're pulling people out of the stands now to get him in the game. Zach Staub up under center, taking his time. Fullback takes the ball, and he's going to get maybe up to the 35-yard line. Play ball, they're going to mark him at the 36 and bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Ball down by Logan Sherman.
19 going into the game now.
Timmy Blankensop, sophomore, 5'8", 145.
York Catholic bringing everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Colby Knoll going to try to get the first down. He makes it over the 35, and that's about it.
And pretty good job by York Catholic getting in front of that, limiting that game so we come down to 4th and 3.
My guess is Delone's not going to punt here.
No. I think he's just going to run something simple.
4th and 3.
Going to send Levi in with the play here. Under 5 minutes to go, 42-6 the Squires. So back run. First, I don't know.
No, I don't think
I was
so.
getting ready to say first down, but I think he got nailed right before the first down. Let's see where they mark it.
I think York Catholic rises up and stops it. It's going to see where they mark the ball. I think he's going to be short.
Yeah, the clock should be running. The ref said, keep that clock running. You don't stop it for this.
Good job by York Catholic.
They stopped the second team here at Delone. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. And that was I thought he had the first down. All of a sudden, the York Catholic came up and made a great stop.
Yep.
Full moon shining over JT Flaherty Field here.
Looks like it's a clear night now.
Maybe our cameraman can get a shot of that. I don't know. Full moon. Maybe you can get a shot of it. York Catholic takes the ball. Geez, look who has the ball.
No surprise there. Melhorn has turned into a workhorse this second half, Tony. And it's not often you see a freshman get that many carries back to back to back.
Yeah.
Brought down by Ryder and Davenport.
There you go, Ridinger and Davenport on the tackle. 130. And there's the moon. Thank you, Mr. Knoll. Best cameraman in the business. Melhorn again. That time a nice tackle. Let's get that guy. Who made that tackle?
Brought down by Braden Clayball.
Brandon Clayball, number 26.
Yeah,
a nice hit.
That was a picture-perfect tackle, meeting the runner and dropping him in his tracks. Coming up there to support.
Danny, let's go back down to the field here and get the final word from Maddie. Oh, I thought she was right there. Okay. 2:30 left, clock running, 3rd down 6. Melhorn back there with Kipple. Kipple takes the ball, gives to Melhorn. Oh, and he's hit this time and dropped for a loss. Delone second team defense starting to rise up here.
Yep.
And it's 4th down. They're not going to punt the ball away here.
Getting a little experience, getting the flow of the game, getting a little bit more comfortable at the snap of the ball.
52 going in the game for the Squires. That's Colt Kirshner.
Kirshner, sophomore, 5'10", 170. He's number 52. Fourth and 6 with a running clock. Score 42-6.
4th and 6. Going back to throw. He's under a little bit of pressure. Wrapped up and dropped by Delone.
Chase Martin in there.
Stopped by Zeke Vandergrift and Lane Cody.
Delone's going to take over.
Looked like Kirshner was in there too, defensive end,
Yeah,
sophomore.
and then 73 came in to wipe him up there at the end. You don't have a 73.
I don't
but
have a 73.
Sure looked like 73 to me. Squires will take over here. Clock running. There's probably only going to be time for one play.
And we have a freshman quarterback, Tony, I think number 12.
Yeah, number 12's in there.
Parker Hohenstein. Freshman quarterback.
Wonder if he's Levi's brother.
I bet he is. Getting his snap. Varsity action.
Number 24 takes it down. Number 24, was right there? Yes.
Parker Hohenstein hands off to number 24, Jaden Jacoby.
Jacoby, running back, junior, 5'8", 157. He's number 24. And that might be about it. I think Coach Zortman's going to say that's it.
Yeah.
We're not even going
to snap the ball, and the ball's final score is going to be 42-6.
Well, Delone did what they needed to do, Tony. They needed to come out, be focused. They controlled the line of scrimmage. They dictated the outcome of the game basically from the start by controlling the line of scrimmage and doing what they needed to do. It was good to see the passing game begin to develop also.
Yeah, York Catholic was just undermanned tonight, and Delone took advantage of it. 42-6. They played nearly flawless football. And Danny, what are we doing? Going down there now?
But good efforts tonight on York Catholic's part. Even Kipple, number 11, he's a junior, and really impressed with number 6, Melhorn, just a freshman. I think they need to grow this program around those two players.
Yeah, did a nice job. Okay, we're going to go down to Maddie and Bill shortly here. I think you say they're going to try to get Brady Dettenburn. He's the king here at Delone.
Homecoming king. Well, they may have
52 years ago, Mike Knoll was the king at Delone. Not sure we had the king back then when
Well, it looks like we're going to get them, Tony. They're coming over to Maddie.
Brady and Gage Zimmerman are going to be interviewed here by Maddie. So let's send it down there.
All right, I'm going to stand in the middle of you guys.
Okay.
Are we on? All right. I'm here with Brady and Gage. Guys, what an electric blowout tonight. Tell me, how did you get it done?
Good blocking by the lineman ahead of us.
Yeah, and you had at least 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, 2.
How were you able to, really go all out tonight?
Just open holes by the lineman, really. I wasn't really touched for like 5 yards, so it was pretty easy.
And it looked like you guys really worked as a team tonight. How does that help in these games?
It's going to help us in the postseason because as we grow, get our chemistry up, we're just going to do better and better.
And you're talking about the postseason, so what do you anticipate you guys are going to do the rest of the season?
I want to win districts. Yeah, that's the goal.
How are you guys going to celebrate this win tonight?
I don't know, I might go out to eat.
Party it up in the shack.
Yeah, sandstorm. Yeah, sandstorm in the shack.
All right, well, congratulations, guys. Keep it up. We'll see you for the next one.
Thank you.
Back to you. Come here, my darling.
From JT Flaherty Field, I believe. I don't think we're going down there again.
Hey, welcome to Maddie. What a great addition to the staff.
Yeah, what a great addition.
Job,
Maddie did a great job all night here.
Yeah.
Actually, they want to go down one more time here. Maddie's with somebody else downstairs there. Go ahead.
I'm here with Coach Seth Leonard. Seth, you went to Delone Catholic, you're an alumni, you're back, and now you're coaching. How does it feel to be back here on the field?
It feels great. Holds a really special place in my heart. I'm glad that I can pass on what I know to these kids now and just have them use it to the best of their ability.
And how proud of them are you tonight?
Oh my God, extremely proud tonight. They followed their assignments, they did what they had to do, and they got the win for us tonight.
And what is your best memory on this exact field?
I would have to say is the Littlestown game back in 2017. We did lose that game, but it was the most memorable for me.
Well, I know the guys are thankful for your commitment to Delone, so thank you, and back to you guys.
And here we are with the final score, 42-6. We're going to call it a night here for George Nieder. I'm Tony Weaver, Mike Knoll, Danny doing the directing, Maddie and Bill and Luke down there. Thank you for everything. And we'll be back here in 2 weeks, at least I will, for the Bermudian Springs game. Check your local listings. Danny and the rest of the crew might be on here before that. Field hockey, they will be on. There is a JV game here Monday night. So signing off for DCBN. See y'all later.